Sorry, I love the music too much, I just had to sing along. Hello, hello, hello! What is up, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals? I hope you're doing well. I had a shower and washed my hair for the first time in longer than I'm going to admit to you. How's it going? Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're having a good day. If not, hope this is a nice little break from your day. You know, we here, we be doing the things. Ari, hello! Oh, my lovely moochkin. Hope you're doing well, my dear. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like them. You know, it was a fun thing for me to, you know, start doing, and I'm still to this day shocked that people care. Yeah, I can already tell that the game's not fixed right. Yeah, because we moved from one game to another and I forgot to sort it, didn't I? Ha 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 ha. I can sort it though. Don't you worry. See, almost like that was smooth and on purpose. Does that fit? That sort of fits. Wait a minute, I'm gonna get it imperfect. There we go. Hello, Sky! Double agent mode activated. It's why in Cam's chat I was like, I have to go, but I might be back. Lovely to have you here, Sky. As ever, a pleasure. Obviously all my love to the Hush fam. Just listen, I promised some slime ranchers, so we had to give some slime rancher, you know? Plus I missed Monday's stream, and I'm not streaming Sunday because I'm modding for Cam for 48 hours. I will definitely be sleeping at some point in there, but I am also extraordinarily excited to essentially get to spend my full weekend with the Hush fam. For reference, Ari, another streamer called Hushcam, who inspired me to literally start streaming, he made me a mod on his channel recently, and he's streaming for 48 hours straight. Wait a minute. Twitch.tv/Hushcam. We've got to give Cam a shout out, obviously. Better take naps, don't worry, I will. I put it in Cam's chat. I am going to have some sleep in there. I'm relying on, like, the fact that Father Ray and stuff and Ben, they're in, like, the Americas. They can cover the periods when I'm, you know, where it's like 4 AM here and I need sleep. It'll only be, like, midnight there. They can cover that time. But yes, I am here. I'm queer and I'm filled with existential fear. Whenever I say I'm here, I just have to say the rest of it. Listen, say what you will about Danny's snot on fire, but iconic, that phrase. Also, I'm drinking a mulled wine tea, but I chilled it down because I quite like it when it's cold. It's a bit like a fruity, but with more spice to it than just a fruit tea, you know? You gotta like some spice in there. Also, yeah, apologies to Sky for just me wild out for a bit in Cam's chat. Listen, what can I say? Your girl's down bad. Neku is just great fun to have around, in my opinion. Sometimes you just like to have some banter. It may well be the one you're thinking of, Harry, quite possibly. It's Morrison's mulled wine tea. I think. I don't remember where I got it from. But yeah, we're gonna. I almost hit delete then. Oh my fucking god. Imagine if I just deleted this after this long playing it. It's not even been that long, it's just that I'm really into it, you know? Also, I've just realised you can't see the, wait a minute. There you go. There's a little Rad Slime behind the saving thing, behind the loading thing. Oh, hello, Slimes. Why are you on, what's going on? Okay. As ever, I have not done anything since we last played this. I love how Cam's went from deep talks to watching how it's made. Literally, if you consider that earlier on we were talking about Ari, please don't judge me. We were talking about fingering. We were talking about being down bad. Then we got into like deep mental health chats. You know, believing in yourself, not allowing other people to take advantage of you. As if I would judge you. I know. You're too lovely for it, but you know, it has to be said sometimes, just in case. Oh, Ari, you're like perfect. Do you want to get married? I mean, what? No. I need Nana as well, miss. And then, now we're watching just how gobstoppers are made. It's great. When Neku is in the chat, that's just how it is. Honestly, fucking fabulous, amazing in my opinion. Because, you know, just sometimes you need a little bit of time to just, you know, get some shit off your chest. I mean, Neku would try and tell us to just get your clothes off your chest, but am I wrong? I think not. Also, Neku made me a mod in her chat. Ah! Amazing! Congratulations, well deserved. You're a lovely bean. And clearly she was like, listen, this person's lovely. I don't have enough to do that. Well, in that case, you're getting sucked up from here. And the rock slimes are having this one. Because I'm about to make them fucking huge. Actually, all but one of them, because I don't have enough things for it. I'm trying to feed them specifically, because otherwise these are just going to be sitting around in the bottom there. Neku down bad. We all down bad. Honestly, Neku just, they say it how it is. They say what they're feeling. They say what they want. And like, fucking kudos. I'm saying this because I'm like, listen, if Neku's down bad, I dread to think what I am. I'm just a lot quieter about it. Oh wait. We'll put 10 of the pinks in here for now. Yeah, that'll do. They shouldn't be able to jump out. Close your eyes if you don't want to... If you're worried about the slimes. Listen, they can all swim. Tia! Hello! My wifey! Oh, you didn't need to do that, you lovely bean. Ah! No. Also, how has it already been a month since we hit affiliate? I don't understand this. What is time? I do not know. Hello, my dear. I hope you're doing well. Mwah, mwah, kisses. You just, oh, so lovely. So lovely and kind. I have the most supportive wifey, truly. It's a blessing. It's amazing. Which of you will make me money today? None? None of you? You're all down? Aside from the gold slime, of course. Aside from the gold slime. I'm okay, thanks. You know, why are these guys out? You know, I'm doing okay. I didn't want to have to leave Cam stream. I was like, oh, but I also really want to play Slime Rancher. Time is fake. We do not acknowledge it here. Yes, actually. Especially when we're in work, then we just no. I don't want to do that. How did... I'm so confused what's happening. Everything's going crazy. It's wilding. Like, how did that... I don't know. Okay. We're going to put away the plots. We're going to, for now, just put the roosters in here. Because I need them gone. Do we have this bit open? We do. Why do we have mixed hens in that one, then? I do not know, but we'll do our daily chicken collection. Aha! Time's banished. Get out, time. Don't believe in you. Why are my crackers bent? I'm so... Did they go soggy and fold and harden again? I am also confusion. What? Oh my god. Okay, so there's too many chickens in here for these guys to eat. But it's also good that they're not angry. But it would be better if, you know, the chickens were pushed out at a reasonable rate. Hens, not chickens. Oh my god, and they're going out slow as well. Well, I sent videos of my wife. Okay, wait a minute. I'll get up the Discord in a sec. Because I want to see. Make more babies. Actually, there's too many of you guys in here now. Wait, 4. There we go. Ah, no! What is happening? What is happening? Okay, you're a rarer breed, so we'll put more roosters in there, because that will produce more chickens at a faster rate. Maybe, she says. There are just chickens everywhere. Actually, yeah, what channel did you put it in? That's the real question. Food? Is it in food and sweets? It's not in food and sweets. Meme bin? Let's check the meme bin. Not in meme bin. Videos. Sorry, Ari, you're not in the Discord. Cam has a Discord, and oh! And they're Ritz as well. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. That's honestly made my day, Sky. I don't know what the fuck is up with them. Oh, wait, I've got different chickens in here now. Okay, well, you're getting these ones to fill you up. You could go away and burn in the sunlight. I know, harsh, but I don't care. Because essentially, first things first, every stream, as ever, we need to do general maintenance. Which means we need to just sort out all the things, move out things, refill the foods, you know, the usual. Cleanup time! I'll do this bit last because honestly it's just confusing working out the chickens right now. My brain is not functioning, like, in the slightest. I was about to say, is there nothing in there? No, the cats just ran away over to there because they're hungry. I should really put some of the normal chickens and just give them to the cats and then give them those ones as a special treat. That's a better idea, I think. Right, I will move you over in a bit, just need to sort this first. We're also going to need to start growing stuff for these slimes now. Oh my god, there's so many things to do. As ever, for now, just put it in a placeholder. We'll sort it when we move things. It'll be fine. Gotta sing the cleanup song. I don't know the cleanup song. Clean it up, clean it up. I didn't realise you had carrots in here. Clean it up, I'm on fire! Is that the cleanup song? I don't know. It had up in it, so I was like, I can use that. You don't know the cleanup song? Don't expose me like this, guy. I feel like you're going to say something, I'm suddenly going to go, oh, either that or I'm just going to be like, no. I do not know the clip. Oh, thank God, Tira, I'm feeling way better about it. I was like, what the fuck is the Goops? I was just like, what? It's not just me, you see, Sky? It's not just me you should be saying that you're... I don't know, words. What voice that you... Listen, I'm going to get a copyright strike at this point. It sounded too good. Okay. I'm going to be bringing you guys over to the pens. You're being surprisingly nice to me while I walk you over. Is this a trap? Probably. I mean, it's definitely a trap on my end, but you know. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody. I feel like I've heard that song used in an American TV show before, but I've never, like, heard the song in my real life. So it does seem to be a North America thing. Because I'm pretty sure it was an American TV show I heard it on. In England, they're just like, literally put the shit away or you're not gonna fucking get your break and your little snack. And then everyone was like, yeah, but Aaliyah will just do it for us. And I was like, I will! I was taught to be courteous to a fault. It is very sweet. It's when Cam in the chat and they're like, oh, you should never do stuff to too much people. And I was like, I am very empathetic to the point that I will literally not look after my own needs to do things for other people. I've managed to trace it vaguely back to as a child when my parents were like, hey, well, more specifically like my mum was like, hey, you should do whatever you can to help other people. And I was like, that makes sense. The line that I feel should have been added at the end is, as long as it's not detrimental to yourself. And I know that you'd think common sense would say that, but when you're 4, you don't have any. And so I just went, oh, well, I'm meant to do what I can to help them, so I guess I won't, like, you know, have my own Tia! Oh, dear. Sky, I hope you enjoy using the poggers emote. We say thank you to Tia. Yeah, thank you to Tia. Good. Wifey, you're too lovely and kind. Step 1. Behave, haven't getting told to be polite all the time and overly kind. Yes. Yes. That's a lot of poggers. You guys. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like the emote. But like, yeah, it was essentially like, be told, hey, do what you can to help other people. Never told, but make sure you look after yourself alongside that. So I just didn't. I'm working on it, but I definitely still do it as well. I laugh because we have to. Oh, Tia, you lovely bean. Look at you guys spamming your face. Oh, I remember when my hair was that purple, it was so nice. Now we've just got the end bits here that we're growing out so that we can do a split dye. Well, a split dye. And then this bit of my fringe will be a different colour. I am quite excited to be able to do a split dye. Yeah, it takes time to unlearn it. It's very true. Can we make any of you? We need rock plorts and rad plorts. We have both of those. Let's get the rads. You didn't have to do that. Like, I appreciate it so much. Oh my god, you've gifted one to Cam. I appreciate that so much. But Tia, promise me right now, as your wifey, that you're going to get yourself something nice soon as well. And do something nice for yourself. It can be treating yourself to a coffee or a nice meal. It can be a book you've wanted. Promise me you're going to do something. Or I'm going to be spamming you every day, being like, you shall good. I was going to say otherwise you're going to get spammed with me being like, okay, but what have you done? I mean, I'm going to spam you most days anyway with just hearts and kisses, but, you know. I meant virtual kisses, not well, I mean if you want, actually. No, COVID restrictions. We can't. Love hearts and kisses. Air kiss. You can have all the air kisses you want. Oh wow, there's so many. I'm just going to steal you. Hello Marie! Thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you're doing well. Having a lovely day. You know, I appreciate it's hard for people to come and watch my streams when, you know, Cam is streaming at the same time and stuff. Because, I mean, I also want to watch Cam. So I appreciate people even taking the time to just pop your head in and say, heyo! It means a lot. And I hope you're having a lovely day, my dear. Are those going in? They are going in. Oh. It looked like one of them was out for a second and I was like, how? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't actually read the names out of who got gifted subs. So, thank you so much, Tia, for gifting subs to Alice Rose, Hushcam, Roriki. I hope I've said that right. If not, please correct me if you're here. Doity Boy, and Munchkin! Ari got gifted a sub. Oh, Ari, you've now got a sticker of my face. Ari's just like, oh god, why did I have to go to school with this person? And I'm like, you're not getting rid of me now! Wait a minute, what's happening here? I missed a big thing. Step 2, have everyone around you interpret everything you do that isn't 100% ladylike as rude or vulgar. Like sitting in a chair without perfect posture, or standing up for yourself when someone's being rude to you. Can I throw hands? Are they in England? I'll travel. If they're not, when it's COVID safe, I'll travel. I was told directly to my face, dead name redacted. No one... They can go in the bin. In the bin. You're 5! What about holding people fucking accountable for their actions? Instead of saying, no one likes tattletale, mate. As Ari says, fuck 'em. Also, you're welcome to write fuck in my chat, Ari, don't worry. That word is approved. Most swears are... In fact, do you want to know what? I'm pretty sure every single word is approved unless it is, like, a known racial slur. Oh my god, it was a fucking teacher? In the bin. Hold, is this one approved? Yes. Yes, it is. That is my favourite word. Of course it's gonna be approved. Like, I kid you not, people are like, oh, you can't say this word. And I'm like, listen. The word vagina translates as sheath, as in sheath for penis. The word cunt translates to empty space, as in literally just an empty bit of your body. I do not call my mouth a sheath for a penis. I am not calling any part of my body a fucking sheath for a penis. I am not here to please a male / penis holder. It is a great word. I love it. I prefer to refer to my genitalia as a cunt. I am not a fucking penis sheath. But like, it's ridiculous when you even realise like such base things of our language is rooted in that, and you're like, because like it's not like, if it were like, yes, vagina may mean sheath, but maybe penis means for insertion, and in a way you could say, oh well, we're defining this man's genitalia as only for our usage. It doesn't translate like that. It translates as like an appendage. No! As that meme goes, not on my watch! Not on my watch! Also, apologies to my sister, who I'm pretty sure I just heard wake up downstairs, and I mean, I'm pretty sure she knows in general that Wednesdays are a streaming day, but she might not have known specifically. I am going to fabricate some of... Pardon? Did I say wait? I didn't mean waking up, I'm sorry. I meant to say moving round. I promise. She's upset that I told you she was waking up. She wasn't waking up. I know for a fact that she was up at 6 a.m. to help our mum. And then I also saw her again at like 9 a.m. when I went to grab a coffee before work. Well, in Mocha, technically. But it was that I just heard her like moving round, and for some reason my brain went, waking up. I sort of forgot that I'd done a full day of work, and my brain was like, yes, to start. You know? Right. We're now going to go into... Do you remember when people on Tumblr or something were trying to come up with a label for non-binary people who were attracted to women, and somehow came up with gynophilic? It's like... Mochi usually just asks for plorts, which is pretty easy, but let's do Ogden. Let's be nice to Ogden. You want 8 of those, very simple, have a thing through there, and 6 of those. They might all currently be with our... Okay, let's get rid of you oldies. Oldies are not needed in here. Which ones of you are really hungry? Okay, you are. It shouldn't be worked out as who gets food. Which ones of you are really hungry? How many of each of you guys do we have? Because we've definitely got too many for any more to spawn, because you can't have... They won't lay any hens if there's a full, I think 11 in there. No thank you. Woman does not equal coochie. 100%. It's just not... It's like, you know, men have periods. And like, women can have wet dreams and the whole defining people and their gender solely based on what's in their pants is stupid. Gender is a fluid thing, it is a changing thing, or at least in my opinion. But even if you don't think it's like a fluid and changing thing, let's put it this way, if you're sitting in here and you're gonna try and write in my chat, no, there's only 2 genders, it's this and this, fuck off and get out of my chat. Right now, because you're just gonna get blocked by a mod otherwise. Listen, Tia's here with her sword ready. We'll fight, and I will probably then spend the rest of the stream mocking and belittling you, while you don't have a leg to stand on and can't say anything back to me, because you won't be here. See, Tia's here. Tia's here, she's ready. Let's get our things for him. You are normal chickens, so we don't really need that many more of you. Oh my god, okay. We need to sort you guys out. There's so many of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you guys can be given to you as a special nice treat. We still have loads of extra roostros as well, which is rare, because usually those are the things we're struggling to find and we will drop anything for them. Oh, just love a random plort on the floor. I am not a mod, but I will spam the bop emote at Stinkies. Thank you. You still protect the chat, don't you worry. Listen, I know full well that if someone was in here being a poop, you would at me and make it clear to me so that I could tell them to fuck off. Listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Y'all are bloody amazing. You're fabby and you're great at supporting people. Do you know what? We're just gonna... We've got enough for now. I'm probably gonna regret that later, but oh well. You know? Just... I'm good at words. Have your baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I promised you guys I was about to say normal and then I was like, I can't lie about that. I'm not. In the slightest. You only wanted 8 of these, cool. Enjoy. And I don't remember how many cubes you wanted. Also, Also, I don't know if it's how my brain works, but I don't understand how people can only be attracted to a certain gender when you can't tell what someone's gender is. Yeah. Oh my god, treasure! We've been seeing all those balls around and we were like, how do we open them? It's a fucking upgrade for our thing. Okay, sorry. When you can't tell someone's gender by looking at them. Like, does the attraction just yeet out of existence if you find out they're a person of a different gender? That's the thing! And I think it's one of the things that, like, especially when you used to, as a kid, see loads of men being like, oh, these men in skirts, they're lying to us. And I'm like, what? And wait a minute, why are these in here and spitting out when I could just put them instead in my actual holder? I have a holder for these. Sometimes I can be silly. But yeah, you cannot tell someone's gender just by looking at them. So you're gonna have to be making assumptions about their gender for one, which already is a fucking no-no. And then, adding on to that, if you find out that they're not the gender you presumed them to be, are they suddenly not attractive to you anymore? Do you... Because, you know, some people I have heard, I wouldn't know, as someone who is pan/bisexual, you know, everyone, people are people, pretty is pretty, and emotionally pretty is even prettier than personally attractively pretty, you know, because, oh my god, if someone is just, like, lovely on the inside and out, fuck, I want to date them, so bad. I mean, they'd never notice me, and if they did, I'd go, but, you know what I mean. But, like, do you see, like, some people, like, that guy who got, like, catfish, I was gonna say on Twitter, but you know what I mean. When, like, he was like, oh, James Charles, that piece of shit, disgusting, dressing as a girl, etc., etc. And then someone sent him a photo of James Charles, but in full, like, makeup, and when he was wearing, like, a skirt and stuff, and they were like, oh, what do you think of this girl? And he's like, oh, 10 out of 10, definitely would smash. And then when they were like, this is James Charles, and literally sent him, like, the post uncropped, he was like, oh, I've just been sick, this is disgusting, I feel ashamed of myself, and I'm like, why? For saying that person is even if you, like, don't like that specific gender, or at least I myself would think, surely you can recognise when someone is, whether it be conventionally attractive or not. Like, you can see, hey, these are the features that we've been told these are pretty. Like, I don't really... I'm trying to think of an example. I don't really like tomato very much, but when someone shows me, like, a beautiful plate with, like, you know, the tomato and the mozzarella and it's all laid out looking so pretty and stuff, I'm like, that does look like a good meal. I wouldn't enjoy to eat it, but, like, you know? Maybe it's just the egocentricism, not the same thing as being egocentrical for context. It means more that I'm physically unable to understand how other people's brains fully work, and my brain is stuck in a constant mode of, what do you mean people haven't had the exact same experiences as me? Because autism go brrr. That makes sense. Like, yeah, I think it is one of those things where, like, you just sort of like, what do you... I suppose the closest thing I can relate it to, which isn't to diminish what you're going through. Oh wait a minute, your grandma's. I'll say it when you're back. Don't want to get in the way of your time with your lovely grandma. Or at least I hope she's lovely. Mine is, we're not the best of friends, shall we say. I remember my favourite thing was when she was trying to insult someone who was giving, like, a feminist speech, and she was like, oh, bloody black liberalist lefty, lesbian. And I was like, okay, one, you've just used black as an insult. Lesbian as an insult. Even if you don't agree with someone's political opinions. And also, wow, it me, I them. Your granddaughter is this. Me, I black liberalist lefty lesbian. Can you see my face now? You can. It me. It is me. Me. Oh god, I fucked up the camera doing that, but it was worth it. Let me adjust you. Heyo. That'll do. I'm not quite in... let me adjust my seat. I think that a lot of that may come from, like, social expectations related to your assigned gender too. Yes. It may take a while to completely understand about you actually feel for other people and your own sexuality, or at least I believe that was sort of my experience. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. It's something that took time. I think the only reason that I was always very sort of not confident in my sexuality but very like certain of it was because I just assumed everyone else felt the same thing for so many years of my life. I'm sorry that doesn't make sense at all. I have time, right? Don't worry. Hit me. Not bad, but I feel you. That's fine. I don't know what it was, but it's fine, I'm sure. But I think, yeah, I, as a kid, even though obviously you heard the stories of Adam and Eve, and like, because I went to a Christian school for the first few years, you know, everyone had a mummy and a daddy and stuff. It wasn't until I was 9, but it wasn't like straight away said, it's weird if two people of the same gender do this, you know? So, because back then as well, there were two genders. That was it. That's the way it seemed, at least. That's not the case. That's what society told us, and what, as a kid, you were just told that was how it was. And I'm very glad that's not the case anymore, because fuck that shit. But yeah, I remember, I was at like a friend's sleepover when I was 9, I want to say, possibly 8. It was like year 3, year 4. I think it was year 3. And we were playing like a spin the bottle type game that she got that was like an electronic one that was more truth or dares. But one of the dares, only one of the dares, was kiss this person. And spun it, and it was then like, but it landed on another girl. And it was like, you have to kiss. And people were like, oh my god, you can't do that, they're another girl. And I was literally there and I was like, wait, what? And they were suddenly like, well, girls can't kiss each other. And I was like, why not? And they were like, what? It's like, boys can't kiss each other. And I was like, I'm sorry, the fuck are you talking about? And I was literally just there, like, no one ever said that you can't, so I just, you know, went with, we can, we about this. It says treat people equally in the Bible, not that I can't kiss someone. Ooh, these are all ending soon. So these are like little mining things. Bless you. That's the thing. It's one of the reasons why people are like, oh, well, you must be raised in this liberalist household or something. And I'm like, literally, I went to an all-Christian school. My mum was a devout Christian and my dad was a fucking Muslim. We were not talking about gay rights at dinner tables. Ooh. And then I believe these things go towards making more items. Let's have a look and see. Do we have any other thing? We don't. We'll buy something if we can, so I can show you. But yeah, it's just, you know that that's not what the thing is for, and that you can't. To me personally, I hadn't really known about more than 2 genders until I was I was probably like, yeah, so these things all use different plorts to make them. So now our plorts have to be split between not only being sold, but also being used as resources to make things. Our monies may drop, but our wealth overall will increase. I still haven't painted the other hand of nails. I know, it's very frustrating to me too, but I'm a bit dense, so it took me a long time to figure out my sexuality, although I've always been aware and supportive of it. Of other sexualities. Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's as well, it's just, I don't know why I was just sort of from such an early age like, people are nice, why can't I just like people? I think it's because to me, I was always told, hey, you need to be a nice person, and so to me, like, looks weren't, and also I was told as a kid, as like a black kid in an all-white neighbourhood, and like the only person of colour I had ever met was my siblings or family relatives. I was never told that like I was attractive in any way, shape or form as a child. And so, or like, not so much, obviously as a child you shouldn't be told you're attractive, but you know how it's like, oh look, you've got such a pretty daughter, we'll put her at the front of the photos. I was put at the front of photos because they were like, oh, we'll look like we have such good representation and stuff. They'll be like, oh no, it's because we need to show how diverse the school is. And I'd be there and I'd be like, but it's not. There's me, and then there's Samuel, and that's it. And they'd be like, yes, but these photos might make more people come. And I was like, what the fuck are you on about, guys? More chickens. You can go to the big cats. No, the tabby cats even. But like, yeah, so for me, I'd always sort of base things more on personality anyway, because, you know, Mum always says, hey, be a kind person, and society says, you're not valued on your looks, so I therefore value people on their personalities myself more so. And so to me, it was just always like, well, what do you mean? I don't know. Where was it? Where did I start? And I'll try and work backwards. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, well I realised I sort of just liked everyone. So it was just sort of like, oh yeah, hey, these people are nice and kind, therefore why would I not want to, like... Obviously as a child you have very weird and sort of young ideas around being in a relationship. You just sort of like, well, mummy and daddy are married and so I'm probably going to have to get married at some point. That's how it works, right? You know. But obviously that's based on the assumption that you do have a two-parent household, which again is not the case in every situation. It was just, you know, even in school they're like, oh yes, well you have a mummy and a daddy and stuff, and it was always just sort of assumed that that was the unit. So I was always there and I was like, well yeah, it can be a unit, but what if I want a nice person in my unit? And it was never really like it had to be a man in my head. It was like, it's a person who is nice, who I spend lots of time with. Because when you ask your parents as well, like, oh, why did you marry... In my case, I was like to my dad, like, why did you marry mum? And he was like, oh, she was a very nice lady. She was very good. We got along well. And I'm just like, oh, so I need to find someone who I get along with to marry. I don't know. Your attraction is based a lot more on how people present, not their gender identity. Yeah. And even though it's a general preference, and even then it's a general preference, not a rule. Yeah. It's, to me, it is like, I don't really care about appearance that much or gender. Well, I don't care in the slightest about gender. Barely at all about appearance. It is someone's personality and what they're like, and if they're nice and if they're lovely. And she says, in just all the loneliness, I am the hermit. I say I'm a hermit, and by that I mean I literally never even knowingly been on a date. There was, you know, that person at uni who said that we'd been dating, and I was like, what the fuck are you on about? So, you know, great experience there. Bestest. Oof. Boo forever. My grandma went, what are we being lemonade? Oh my god, amazing. Yeah, I agree. Like, Sky articulates it perfectly, and it makes perfect sense what they're saying, and I'm like, that's the words that I couldn't think of. Tear, I'd love to. Yes, please. It'll be my first date. I won't know what to do or how to act, because I would love that. If I like to, of course I want to. You fucking think I don't want to go on a date with my wifey? How dare you? Yes, please. Is now too soon? COVID. Oh, maybe. After COVID. Eat. Me neither. I've only ever been on 2 technically. Mate, it's got more experience than me. I figured out when I was not straight when I was in 6th grade, so I was like 12. Oh yeah, because in North America you start a year behind us. I was there and I was like, so I was like, hey, that was year 7 for me. Sorry, conversions in my head. And most of the reason was that in our sex ed class there were separate boys and girls ones, and I was in, and in the one I was in, they were always like, you're going to be noticing boys a lot. You're going to want to spend more time with boys. You're going to have crushes on boys! And I was like, yeah, but they aren't as pretty. Honestly, the biggest of moods. I remember my school, very heteronormative. Everything was focused around heterosexual relationships, to the extent that like we were given one class where our whole year group was put together to ask any questions that hadn't been covered at that point. This was when we were like 15, 16. And that was our only opportunity to ask the questions. And I shit you not, the only stuff we ever had about non-heterosexual relationships up until that point was we watched a video of Stephen Fry. It was a documentary of Stephen Fry looking into like the AIDS epidemic that had previously occurred and how it was still affecting like particularly gay people to that day, because you know it was spread a lot more primarily through people who were in non-heteronormative relationships. Because you know they're not all gay, so I'm not gonna say they're all gay. Even though I technically said that sentence before, I'm sorry, my brain. And yeah, it was it was at the very end of that, we were sort of watching it and we were like, this is interesting to know, and it is like useful information and stuff, but at the end of it they suddenly were like, so yep, it's okay to be gay if you want to be, that's the end of the class. And I was like, I'm sorry, wait a minute, that mentioned, I was at an all-girls school, that mentioned nothing about female to female relationships. What? Like, if you're talking about protection between people in same-sex relationships, or same-sex relationships and stuff, then, like, and you're gonna say at the end, hey, it's okay to be gay, maybe cover the protection that can be used in those relationships? Ever? And it literally took this one class where we were allowed to ask our own questions, and it wasn't even like we actually got a full answer. It was I think it was literally just that in the class one of my friends actually was like, hey, you mentioned before about you know, same-sex relationships, but we haven't really covered anything about like protection within that, or like, you know, we did a lot about like, hey, it's okay for boys almost to be... Lolly, hello! Lovely to have you here. I'm talking about the stupidity of my school teaching us about same-sex relationships in one lesson and refusing to discuss protection for it. Hello, Raiders! How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope the stream was good, Lolly. It was lovely to drop in earlier, even if it was just for a little bit, you know? Gotta support my boo where I can. Yeah, we're playing some Slime Rancher, which is a lovely game where I own a farm, and I have lots of slimes. I'll give you a tour while I give you an update on what we were discussing. So this is my laboratory. I only got it open in the last stream, so it's very exciting and new. It was. Oh, I'm glad it was a good stream, my dear. I'll run you back to the main section of farm. So this is where it all started. You start here, you wake up, and you have it's this one. This one is already set up for you. This is where your slimes live. I have upgraded it, so I've made it bigger to hold more slimes and give them a nicer place to live. But this is where they start out. And then we then try and get different types of slimes. Over here we have our essentially a stock market where you can sell. It's not officially described as the slime's poop. Lolly, thank you so much for the subscription. You didn't need to do that. Oh, thank you. I still get really flustered when people do that. I'm very surprised, and I love you. Thank you. So there is a Pogazimo. It took so long to crop my face out. This is essentially the stock market. So when you feed slimes a food, they will essentially poop out a plort. Plorts are monies. And then you come here and you sell your plorts and you get monies for them. That's literally the aim of the game. It's to farm these lovely, lovely slimes for food. No, for poop even. So over here we have some honey slime. Honey slimes, yes. And if you see in the... Oh, you can't see because of the please help, I'm lonely. Let me move that. Let me move that. So if you see up there in the top right hand corner, it says that they only like fruit. So you have to feed the slime what they want. So this is a vegetable. If I try to feed it to them, they will not eat it. They go, no. I am fruit liking, please. So here next to them, we have some fruit. And what I can do is, if I do this, they give me poop to sell! Literally, it's you know, feeding them to get their poop. That's what it is. Ooh, didn't want to do that. But yeah, it's a lovely farm. I'm just going to get these before they fall off. I'll show you the rest of it. So, we'll go this way first. Why not? In here, so some of the slimes can't survive in sunlight. It's primarily these ones over here, the Phospho Slimes. Again, these are fruity boys. But I just decided to put the more dangerous slimes in here. So the Phospho Slimes, they're not dangerous. They just like to be in the dark. So I got this lovely cave to put them in. But then over here, we have Rad Slimes. Now these irradiate you if you stand too close to them. If that gets up to 100, you start taking damage. And over here, we have Crystal Slimes. These shards hurt me. So I put all of the scary things in the spooky cave. Ooh, you can use BTTV emotes on your chat. Ooh. I need to learn how to use BTTV. And over here, I have my meat-eating slimes. So these are Tabby Slimes. I love them. They look like cats. Ooh, don't you be sorry about that, Tia. It should be... Is that gonna work? There you go. Ha 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 ha! Also, as ever, Tia, trust you wholeheartedly. You're welcome to add some more if you want. If you see something that you think is needed, you go for it. So these are the tabby cats. They love stony hens. Essentially, if you feed a slime its favourite food, it'll give you double plorts, so extra monies. So what I try and do is give them their favourite foods. Over here, we have the boom slimes. They explode and hurt you. And here, these are pretty fun. So these are Sabre Hunters. So they originally started the same size as the other slimes, a lot smaller. And they were just hunters, so they had this sort of like stripe across their face, like they're being sneaky and they're hiding. But you can mix slimes. So if you feed one breed of slime another slime's plort, it will turn into like a mixed race slime. It's like me in slime form. And yeah, so you can see here, they now have like saber-toothed teeth. It's very fun, it's very cool. These guys are probably tied with the tabbies as my favourites. But the reason they're all through here is because this area of land, chickens just pop up out of the ground sometimes. You just wander around here and you find chickens loose and just, you know, wandering about. And it's essentially free food. It's very useful. I don't have to find chickens, I don't have to rear them up. Nope, just there they are, wandering around. I do feel quite bad that yes, I am stealing chickens to use for my own nefarious purposes. Cough cough, feeding slimes. But, you know, as Mufasa would say, the circle of life. Hakuna dem tatas. Why are you closed? Oh, it's because it's midnight. Behind my head is literally just... Oh wait, it's that side for you guys. Behind my head, it's literally just a time thing that tells me what time of day it is, because the plort market updates every day. It's quite fun. Wait a minute. Oh, follow... Oh, Tia, look at you. You following little commands. Wait, does it actually... Halloween, yes. My favourite time of the year. I love it. Please. Soon. Nids. Yes, it does count down. Don't you worry. I made sure that shit was perfect. You know I'm not gonna give you those off Halloween dates. You really think I'd do you dirty like that? We should do some community spoop again. Yes. Yes. Please, yes. Listen, I've never played Phasmophobia with anyone, and apparently it's really good and stuff. Also, yeah, we have... Yes. I love. I mean, I'm friends with Emma, you can tell what I love, but... For reference, chat, Lolly and I know each other because of a very lovely friend of ours called Emma. You guys have seen her in chat sometimes. She's one of the VIPs we have here. Ooh. I don't think I've ever actually managed to fulfill one of Victor's requests. You want 9 of them and 8 of them. I should be able to do that for you in the next half hour. Halloween, 1 week. Literally, the best bit is I always take Halloween off work because I love Halloween that much. So literally, I was already planning to do like a full week of spooky games. And getting to do them with someone just sounds even better. Ooh. So you see, literally, you run around, this is the natural wilds of here. But you run around, and look, they're just slimes, out and about. No, don't eat the chicken, I want the chicken. Chickens are a rather rare and good commodity. Aha, here's an example. So that little one there just ate a plort, or is about to eat a plort, from a pink slime! And so they mix together and merge and make, which is good because like, for example, the blue slimes only eat vegetables. So but the pink slimes eat everything. So if you mix them with a pink slime, you don't have to worry about getting a specific type of food for them, which is very useful in early game. You can literally just go, nah, you can eat anything, please. There is an issue, I was about to say this is probably going to happen. If a slime eats more than one plort, you can't have a triple mixed slime. It will create that thing which is called the tar. It's scary. They're mean. They hurt the slimes. Pissed off. It's one reason that it's not that great to go out at night time really, because the Phospho Slimes come out, and that's usually when you tend to find that the slimes get mixed. Because Phospho Slimes seem to just poop out a lot, and in areas that they shouldn't be in, or at least they're not normally in, you know? And these things even try and hurt me, but they are hurt by water. Hydration! Thank you! I will hydrate, just checking that noise went down. Yes. Okay, in here we go, so that they're out of range of stuff, and we can hydrate. Thank you very much. Ooh, double hydrate. I will. Your birthday is 3 days before Halloween? Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, you have the best birthday. You truly are blessed. Is the shout out command supposed to be set to everyone? I mean, at the moment, yeah. I just, literally, I did not ever expect that people would actually want to watch me, let alone that there'd be this many people wanting to watch me. I didn't think anyone would come along and, you know, actually read about the shout outs. It's essentially, you know, if like we get raided, someone please maybe shout them out. And you know, I also understand that mods cannot be here at all times. That one is not too dangerous of a command, if that makes sense. In my opinion, at least. Obviously, if Double makes it look like I'm trying to drown you, it's fine. I understand it. You're just scared by the competition. That's a joke. Girls are not competition to each other. We support and love one another. In fact, anyone's not competition. You gotta support and love people. That, piss off, watery boys. There we go. Shout out. Thank you very much, Lolly, for shouting me out. Listen, what can I say? I didn't think anyone here really knew who I was. But no, I thought the shout out command, obviously if you guys disagree and you're like, ooh, I don't think it should actually be available for everyone, please let me know. Like, as ever, this is wholeheartedly, streams are based around like you guys feeding back to me, wanting to be here with me and stuff. I see you found the 69 command, very nice. And ooh. But yeah, it's essentially like, you know, most of these commands are very safe in many ways. I don't feel like many people can do terribly toxic things with them, and I just also recognise that, hey, mods have a life as well. They're not always going to be able to be in streams, and if you get raided when there's not a mod about, what are we going to do? Just not mention the person who raided me? No. Give them a shout out. I mean, it also does give you free reign to just, you know, promote yourselves if you want. But we can see who said to do the shout out, so I'll be like, whoa, promoting yourself? Good. You have confidence in what you're doing. I believe in you. Also, yes, I do want to add, I love how you're just going through all of the commands, Sky. Honestly, go for it. I'm glad they're getting used. I'm glad you're finding them interesting. You have to go get some foodies. Oh, don't you worry, Lolly. You enjoy that good munch. You get it. What do we need? We needed honey slimes as well for him. Let's go get some honey slimes. Yeah, because currently, whenever anyone follows, you get a Jinkies message, and I literally, it's gonna sound ridiculous. I woke up at like 4 AM the other day, and I was like, I need to add a zoinks if anyone subscribes. Best vibes only. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad it's fun, Sky. I'm glad that I managed to add some fun. Because as well, I essentially like, I didn't like promote like all of the commands because I was like, I just want to see if people like try stuff out. If anyone was ever going to just put 69 in the chat, like, oh, 69 minutes until this, and they just randomly suddenly get a nice or a you know, thought I'd be a little bit sneaky with it. This is fun. In mod view for the first time, and it's a bit, oh my god. When Cam made me a mod and it automatically transferred me over to mod view, I was like, fuck. Essentially, I've discovered you can stay in normal stream view instead of being in mod view, and just at the bottom where you've got the, next to the button that says chat, where you've got the little, oh god, where are you? Oh, you're literally putting yourself in the water? Cool, killing yourself for me, thank you. The little cog at the bottom, not the sword, next to chat, the little cog at the bottom, if you hit that, you can actually just see the delete message thing there. And essentially that's a lot easier. That's what I was doing mostly, because I find it's very, or at least in my chats, given I've essentially already authorized everything. Wait, what do you eat? What do you eat, fruit slime? Oh, you only eat gilded gingers? No! I got a gold plot! Its favourite food is gilded gingers. Oh my god. So gold slimes are incredibly rare, and it is very rare that you will manage to get a plort from them. And I'm so glad I did, because I've tried various times in the past and not had the right foods. For a second I thought they only ate fruit, and I was like, oh, bless fruit. Oh yeah, it's very handy, because especially as I have most phrases permitted, aside from slurs, it's rare there's going to be something that needs to be checked by auto mod, which is when you really need to go into mod view. because now you should be able to see next to each person's name, there should be like the little arrow through the little bin thing. So you can delete messages if they need to, you can block them through that if you need to, and I think it gives you the option to message them directly through there as well, which is very useful. I forgot we had a spare one of those there that we couldn't pick up that time ago. Oh well. Flies away. Yeah, I thought that was... it's a nice fun way to view it when you don't want to have to, you know, try to understand the insanity that is the rest of ModView. I'm still teaching myself the rest of ModView as well, because, you know, you want to make sure you're doing the right thing. You're properly modding for the people who've entrusted you to mod, aka Cam. Literally, I think Cam is probably the only person who will ever entrust you to mod, but I appreciate it greatly. I don't even have mods in my chat yet, because I have one consistent viewer, and considering helping him work on a project, I don't intend to get him yeeted from chat. That's fair. I'm pretty sure I lurked in your stream the other day, but it was quite late for me, and I was just like, I can't chat, but I'm gonna be here. Oh wait a minute, I need to get rid of something. Honestly, we get so many hairpins at home. No, let me pick you up. Come here, Slimes. My friend, I'm gonna call him, wanted you. Oh, you're a different hen. Get rid of the roosters then. You guys are more useful. I noticed that my viewer count was higher. That was me. I think it was literally like right as I was going to sleep, you started streaming, and I was like, listen, just, they're gonna get a lurk view, but they're gonna get a view, you know? I gotta support my bros. Listen, support those who support you. It is the way. No, I do want to, like, I really do want to come to more of your streams, Sky, because you are absolutely bloody lovely, and I feel bad about, like, everyone's streams often. I'm just there and I'm just like, guys, I work 9 to 5, and I live in a weird time zone. Oh. It's like, honestly, it's not even the time zone bit that's the worst bit. It is the working 9 to 5. It's just there's no bloody time for it. Everyone's. It was actually sort of like, I don't know how to say this without sounding like a complete twat, but in some ways, last year when everyone was being like furloughed and sent home from work, it was a bit like, oh, everyone else is just sort of like chilling and getting more time to enjoy what they want to do. I know that wasn't actually the case, and it was extremely hard for many people. I don't mean to belittle or lighten what was an incredibly tough time for people, but like, it was just, I was there and I was like, I still have to work full time, and if anything, they're now asking us if we will work overtime, and they want us to take a pay cut, because you know, government shit. As ever, my opinions are my own and do not reflect those of my employer. Blah 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 blah. You know, shockingly enough, I have my own brain. But yeah, our pay has been frozen while inflation has gone up, so essentially it is a pay cut. We are expected to work longer hours, and oh. I love you guys. I really want to get you, but I don't have space. Fuck it, we've only found one stone here. Oh no, get out of here, Blue Claw. I want them. Oh no, did you eat a plort and now you're not small anymore? No, you didn't. Haha! Mine. What if you're working overtime? Your pay should go up. Overtime is normal standard pay, no increase. But at the same time, I can't really complain because a lot of people were going through extreme financial hardship. They didn't know if they were going to have a job to go back to, and I was incredibly fortunate, and I do not ever mean to like say, oh, it's annoying I didn't get a pay rise, when I know people are like literally struggling to make ends meet. That is not what I meant and not what I would ever want to mean, and I'm very sorry if it has upset anyone that I have said that. Yeah, no, because they're like, hey, listen, you're in the public sector, you don't get to be like, I want more money. They're like, you'll take what you're given. And I'm like, okay. It's... The pay is never good in the public sector. However, you get to know that you are more likely to have a long-standing job. Like, there's... Essentially, I work in council tax. Is the long and the short of it. I was like, am I doxing myself? But it's like, there is always going to be some form of local taxation for local councils and stuff. The pay isn't good, but you know it's going to consistently remain, which in some ways can be like more important, knowing that there's going to be that consistency. You know, we do what we can. We do things. Very sneaky, Sky. I will allow it on this occasion, and essentially every occasion that you wish to shout yourself out, because you are lovely. Your time zone is like 4 hours ahead of mine, and I usually stream late afternoons, evenings, so you don't expect people to sacrifice. I want to, though. It's just that sometimes I need sleep. Other people's struggles don't invalidate your own. Just because someone might have it better than you, someone else, doesn't mean that you have it the best, or improvements can't be made. I agree wholeheartedly. It's literally, I said this in my therapy the other day, because I started a new group therapy. It's very exciting, / you know, I say exciting, hear that as terrifying, but you know, it's in the good way. It's like, oh yay, this thing might actually help me, but I have to see people and stuff. It's that kind of exciting, terrifying. And someone was like, oh, I often just feel like my own struggles aren't bad enough, really. And I said this thing, I didn't know how to articulate it, and then I said this, and everyone was like, that's a good description. And I was like, well, I'm gonna use it all the time from now on then. And what I said was, if someone turns up at the ER needing help because they've lost a finger, and then someone else walks in 5 minutes later who's had their whole arm chopped off, the person whose fingers are missing isn't going to be sent home. They still deserve help, they still deserve support, they still need help and support. That doesn't change just because someone else might have it a bit worse. It's a weird way of putting it, but it's not wrong. A good metaphor, thank you. Was the guy? Yes, the guy was there. Oh, Tia, remembering things about my therapy sessions, you lovely baby. No, like, don't worry, I'd never share anything I'm not comfortable with. Yeah, I didn't kick anything under the desk again. What are you talking about? Essentially, last week, the psychologist who usually runs it wasn't there because he was off sick. This week he was, so we actually did like proper work stuff instead of just, hello, this is my name, bye then guys. He was there, it was really good, it was very productive, it was about, it was things that sort of like, as soon as you heard them it made sense, and you're like, why did I never think about that? It's that your brain is like a house, but because our brains, we were originally like essentially lizards that then became mammals, that then became humans, the initial foundations and the first building of the house is what the lizard brain is. And then we became mammals and they put in some extensions and maybe they added a conservatory and stuff. And then we became humans with the ability of cognitive thought, so we made even more extensions and, ooh, look, I put in a garage and stuff. But at base, your brain is still formed on these very base instincts. And it's that thing that you always hear, it's like, oh yeah, base instinct. But then you literally have to think, wait a minute, our brain and a lizard's brain are like 70% the exact fucking same, because literally we were lizards that learned to get out of the water. And it's like, literally, it's not your fault that you might not always understand things or be able to, like, cognitively rationalize when you literally have a 70% lizard brain. And I was like, oh my god, they right? Oh my god, we've been so fucking lucky today. 3 gold slimes? Oh, fuck you. Sorry, not you guys, just that motherfucker. I hurts them. It's like, yeah, you have a 70% lizard brain. You can't expect it to work fucking perfectly and to be smart and rational all the time. And yes, we do then have those further elements which we can use to use, you know, rationale and cognition and stuff. Cognition? Why did I pronounce it like that? But that is still constantly fighting the rest of your brain. And when they said that, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Why had I not thought of or realised that before? Sometimes that will take for someone to actually break it down clearly. Exactly, I agree. I'm glad you think it's a good metaphor. For me, I was like, holy shit, they've just explained everything. Because, you know, a lot of the time, or at least I personally find with my mental health, a lot of the time I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, why am I not able to just get over this? Why am I not able to just deal with this? And it's like, because there is no just dealing with it. It is a thing that is very complicated and stuff. Sky has been following for 1 month, 1 week, 4 days, 21 hours, 43 minutes, 14 seconds. What a lovely bee. Intriguing. 1 month, 3 weeks, 1 day, 4 hours, 16 seconds. Again, another lovely bee. You've got ADHD, so your prefrontal... I can't read this while I walk along this thing. So your prefrontal cortex / frontal lobe, whatever the hell, is all fucked up. You got like 90% lizard brain. Listen, it just means that when the lizard people do take over, you're gonna not have to worry about anything. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, no, that one's cool. Okay, you guys are going in here. Are there any? 1, 2, 3. I almost fed them the gold balls. Can I feed them gold balls? And then, no, I want this one to get this one. Eat the hen, you mean, angry guy. You get one, and where's my other little small friend? Over here? You gonna eat that? And let's feed them some chicken so that they calm the fuck down. Where are they? That one? So much nicer when you're calm. You get one. You get one. And you get one? Is it you who's also angry? Have you eaten? Are they all eaten? Are they all happy now? Yes, they all seem to be happy. Here's the thing though, I can turn lizard brain into a career. Lizard brain says, look, a smooth rock, geologist. Lizard brain says, look, cool bug, entomologist. Lizard brain says, who the fuck am I? Truly, maybe a lizard brain, but it's a big brain lizard brain. You're gonna out lizard brain me. Oh my god, he gave me so many chickens. This is so many chickens. Amazing. Thank you, good sir. Wait a minute, I just realised we completely forgot to get 4,000. We need that. We need it. I'm also going to get a pulse word, because why not? We're here. We're queer, we're filled with sisterhood. Oh my god, look at how much the gold slime. Can I mix gold slimes with anything? Will you eat it? won't eat the gold reward. This is sad news. I was suddenly there and I was like, can I get extra gold slimes? You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's another person asking us for things. Of course there is. Everyone always relying on us to get their work done for them. Lizard brain is best brain. If that statement is offensive, then consider it redacted, and I'm very sorry. What Tia said. Oh, let's go with Ogden. Why not? Oh, we've got plenty of these now for you, Ogden. I had hoped you'd want more. 4 of them and 4 cubes. I should be able to do that for you somewhat easily. It's not offensive, my brain is essentially monkey brain. See, this is the thing. Now that, if anything, our farm is now too efficient. Because, like, oh my god, how am I meant to get all this food? Why can't I have an automated thing where it'll also, like, move the stuff from the grow beds over to where the things are, you know? And also Godzilla vs. Kong. Oh dear, I love you so much. Sorry, that's tickled me a lot. Big part of ADHD is that the brain does not produce/process enough dopamine. I have very small amounts of happy chemicals, so I need to find external sources of happy. I mean, my brain just doesn't give me any dopamine, but I think that's differing reasons why. My brain is just like, oh no, you smiling? No. Smiling's for dweebs. I'm just like, I want to be a dweeb. And it's like, no. Oh no! Fucking, how did you guys get out? Because I didn't feed you enough, fuck's sake. Listen, there you go, lots of your favourites. Back in your box. I'm even getting you more of your favourites. Ow! Oh my god, honestly, like, the boom slimes are possibly the most dangerous. Which is saying something, given I have saber tooths and irradiated slimes. But, like, these guys just happily chill. And, like, the rad slimes, it's just if you... But, like, I feel like I can get close to the rad slimes and still not be at as much risk as when I get close to the booms. The booms are just... Oh, my boy. Yes, the dweebs! At the same time, I am a hypocrite. An international super spy. Yeah, I think we're all a bit hypocritical. We all, you know, it's the, you know, the phrase, do as I say and not as I do, is essentially just saying, hey, listen, I'm gonna be a hypocrite sometimes. Because often it is very easy to know what the quote-unquote right or best thing is to do, whether that be for yourself or, you know, for life in general. It can be very hard to follow through on that, for varying reasons. You know, sometimes it's, how are there so fucking many of you guys? Oh my god! The chickens get to have their favourite as well for dinner? Not the chickens, you are the chickens. It's the tabbies get to have their favourite. Because they're my favourite. I'll give this to you as a snack then. Yeah, it can be for varying reasons that it can be hard to actually follow through on things. Whether it is that you are going through like your own mental health stuff at the time, whether it is that, you know, it's just actually not very convenient timing-wise to try and get it done, and that you don't have the luxury of the free time to do things, is, you know, listen, life is a fucking mess and a challenge to us all. We're all just trying to get through it. Apparently, the thing that sets great apes, such as humans and chimpanzees, apart from the lesser apes, like gorillas, very rude name by the way, they're literally just vibing, you don't gotta call them lesser. I know, right? It's like, oh, lesser. It's like, how fucking dare you? Listen, they're doing the best they can. They're doing what they need to look after themselves, and you're out here calling them lesser? I will fight you, game. Not game. World. Oh my god, I'm taking on the whole world now. Goddamn right we are. Just because I don't know calculus is the frontal lobe. But my frontal lobe's growth was stunted by a different part of my brain becoming too thick. Like some good season there. Too fast, because that's just how ADHD be, essentially. That's actually very interesting to know. I have a relative who has ADD, and oh no, I didn't. Oh wait a minute, but I have some growing there. It's fine. I was suddenly worried that like I couldn't ever get any stuff to feed people again. Yeah, I have a relative who has ADD, and you know, even though, despite the fact that I've known them my whole life, it's never really been explained, like, hey, what causes this difference? I just spent all my money on this when I wanted to save my money to get the unlocker thing, didn't I? Well, we already said we're being too efficient around here, so what we're too efficient without growing around here. We're going to put everything away, not everything away, we're going to feed everything their favourite things, and then we are going to see if we have enough money when we sell all of that to get our favourite special things. You are monkey. Logic and personal execution don't necessarily see eye to eye. Is all I can say in response to that. Yeah, this is very interesting, and I agree you are extremely knowledgeable, this guy. It's like, ooh, oh, I've already got 50 in here? Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're very knowledgeable, and it's very interesting to hear. And thank you is all I can really say. Studying my own mental illness makes me actually happy. That's good. I think it is useful having like some knowledge of it, so you can at least try to understand what's going on in your own brain. Maybe you may not like it, but it's a lot easier to deal with, I find at least, so it's a lot less scary in many ways if I actually know what's going on / understand it somewhat. I love learning stuff, and learning about what the fuck is going on inside my own head helps me both be able to handle things, when it gets funky, and also just enjoyable. Also, making art makes me happy, no matter whether it's good or bad. I just like creating things. That is amazing and wonderful, and we love to hear it. I'm definitely someone who, oh my god, have they filled up that I need to sell these guys plots immediately. I've been slacking, guys, I'm sorry. I do find myself like criticising myself a lot for not doing what I deem to be good enough art. Like the other day when Cam did that stream where he went through everyone's art in the Discord, I ended up having to leave the stream because I think I mentioned this to Tia. I just suddenly my brain got really mean to myself, the little mental illness goblin, being like, Jesus fucking Christ, and you say that you were starting to believe people when they said that what you did was art. Clearly what you do is rubbish and is not worth anything, you know? And whether that be the case or not, you know. Oh, already hit 50. I'm not gonna say that my stuff is art specifically, maybe, because I still struggle to feel that way about it a lot of the time. But yeah, I do find myself being very critical about it if I do something that I don't think is up to par. Then again, the whole thing with me and my mental health is self-critic. Like the therapy I'm on is literally called Compassionate Minds, and it is about dealing with and managing your inner self-critic. That is the blurb of my therapy group. That's what we were discussing on Monday. It's like, oh, you got a self-critic too? What, a bit mean? Yeah, I feel you. Also remembering that brains and chemicals are stuff. There's an actual chemical soup in my head. Emotions aren't just ideas, they are physically there. So when I experience an emotion, it's not something I do, it's literally something that happens to me. That is honestly a great way to think about it. Thank you very much for Dr. 1 hour? It's not meant to be doctor, is it? I never had one. I'm so sorry. Please feel free to tell me in chat how I am meant to pronounce your name. I would love to do it properly. / username. Unless you just want to lurk, in which case you lurk away. You don't have to do anything. These streams are about being comfy and cozy, not about doing what I say. I don't even do what I say most of the time. My brain says, hey, shower, and I'm like, but bed is cozy. Making people laugh / happy, just generally making people feel positive emotions makes me feel very, very happy. Well, let me tell you, Sky, you make me happy so fucking much. You are lovely and kind and supportive and just truly one of the nicest people I've ever had the honor to chat to. Like, genuinely, all sincerity, you're just fabby and... Let me out your brain, Dominic. Oh, mate, trust me. You can shoot me all what pistols you want. You can just go ham on it. I'm done with it being so rough all the time. Like, oh my god, dude. Do you not, like, have weekends? It's just like, no, I work full time. And I'm like, oh, geez, that is not a fun life to lead. Like, oofed. Get things, sell them for money. Capitalism. It's weird how much I really love this game, considering how many anti-capitalist speeches I have given. Brain Goblin needs a hobby. Get him with the knife. I love it. Amazing. Just top tier. We have enough for the code cracker. Should I spend the money instead on things that are actually productive to my farm? Yes. Will I? Not too bad? No. Okay. Let me get on these. I feel like we now have this slot free. I feel like I should get another veggie eating type, whether we mix maybe. Who knows, we can mix it up a little bit, because the odd onions go to our crystals, that's the word, but we don't really have anywhere to do with the carrots, because now we've got heartbeats set up for our pink ones, because those are their favourites, and we like giving them their favourites, so, you know. Well, if anyone has any, you got a favourite slime, let me know. We'll give them an extra slime. Actually, no. There we go. Oh, I'm being irradiated. There was some over here, weren't there? Yes, there were. Amazing. Brains are weird. Brains are weird and stupid and overwhelming. And, you know, honestly, most you can really say is, like, kudos to us for all trying our best. Well, you know, sometimes trying your best can literally be staying in bed for ages. And, like, that sometimes is just what the best you can manage and the best you can handle is, and that's perfectly fine, and you should never be made to feel like that's not enough or that you're lesser for only being able to achieve that, because that is still definitely and wholeheartedly an achievement in many cases. Brains are so amazing, but also so much sometimes. Too much. Agree. Yeah. Even if all you have managed to do today / in your opinion with your life is survive, I am still incredibly proud of you for it, because take it from someone who struggled with even that's fucking hard. People don't acknowledge that enough. Very hard to do. There's a streamer that I watch pretty regularly, and our community days every week on chat. We'll play Gartic phone. I don't know what Gartic phone is. And Jackbox, I know what Jackbox is, so I can therefore take from that what Gartic phone probably is related. Type of games. And when I make people laugh with what I say and draw, it makes me feel amazing, because I know there's a lot of stinky emotions in the world currently, and I know that I made a good emotion happen is the best thing. That is the most beautiful way of looking at it, Sky. Honestly. And that just, to me, shows how lovely you are. Because you're not like, oh, it's amazing because I feel like I did this good thing and I'm productive. Or it's not like I got acknowledgement for a thing I did. It's that you're like, I helped someone feel somewhat better knowing they might not be doing great. That's the reason why it's so good to you. Not because you're like, haha, I am incredible. I am witty. You're like, I helped. And that is just blooming beautiful of you. I mean, also they do have a little bit of pride because, you know, you've got them funny jokes. Yeah, genuinely so kind. And it's... I remember when I got my current job, apparently one of the reasons that they remembered me when they were going through the applicants is because I had a unique name and I was able to tell them what it meant. Turns out I was actually telling them the wrong thing. I was telling them what my other sister's name meant. But, you know, I thought. Turns out my name, it's an Arabic name. It turns out my name means enlightened, whereas the response I gave them to what it meant, which is gift from Allah, is what one of my sister's names means. But you know, anyway, they were like, oh yeah, you had a unique name and you knew the meaning behind it because it was like a rare name. But the other thing was like, what they asked me, like, what do I hope to achieve from this job, or like what gives me I think it was what motivates you each day. And I remember saying to them, and I was like, this might sound very stupid and very naive, but it's literally just trying to help someone. If I can like do even one small thing that helps someone in a day, I consider it a day well spent. I consider it a day where I've achieved something, and that still stands true to this day. It's like we were talking about earlier, help other people. I'm learning the bit about as long as it's not to my detriment. We're getting there, but yeah, it's because that's what is important to me. That's the thing that, like, you know, motivates and drives and stuff. And they were like, they said that it was a response they'd never heard before, but that it also seemed entirely sincere and genuine. And I was like, I mean, it was, guys, so that's why. Listen, what can I say? I'm just one of those people that, you know, bullies would be like, oh my god, you're so stupid, and older adults would be like, wow, what, why is this kid care so much? Oh dear, thank you. But no, it is a weird thing when people are like, wait, you just want to do this, like, what do you get out of it? And I'm like, why do I have to fucking get something out of it? Why can't I just help? Why can't I just help someone? Why can't I be nice? Then again, at the same time, if someone came up to me and they were like, I just want to be nice, I'd be like, I don't trust you. What are you going to do, steal my liver? Sell my kidneys on eBay? I'm noticing your tricks. I'm a bag of flesh and squishy nastiness that will become dust someday. In the biggest scale of the universe, I don't matter, but where I do matter is how I interact with people and how much goodness I put out into the world. When I eventually do game over IRL, when I'm like 120 years old, I want to be sure that I don't regret how I lived my life. I want to make good things happen today because tomorrow I can't do it. Sky, you are the loveliest person ever. Truly, you just are so genuinely kind, and I hope you recognise how rare that is. You know, because humans, essentially, we're taught in various ways from a young age, hey, be selfish, undercut people, do what's best for you, not others. Like, just look at all of capitalism, so much stuff about like rankings in schools and stuff, and and you're just like, no, I just want to know that I did what I could to support people, and my God, I cannot sing your praises highly enough. Just, okay guys, calm down. Just genuinely and wholeheartedly, that is such an amazing and wonderful way to view things. I want to give you a big hug. It's so lovely. I agree. Just, you deserve the biggest of hugs. Just, or a high five. Yeah, whichever you're comfortable with. We don't want to make you uncomfortable. So, high fives are perfectly welcome on the table. But if you wanted a cuddle, we'd gladly do that. There you go, have chicken. And you guys can have a rooster. Oh my God, more chickens again? I'm going to save some of you up for the tabbies out there. Another rooster. Like, it's the thing, all of you here are lovely. And I'm just very glad and feel very fortunate that... I forgot I had those in my thing. I just feel very fortunate that I have such lovely people to hang out with and spend time with. You weren't always kind. I've said some nasty shit. Everyone has said things that they, looking back on, regret, or weren't educated on and said dumb shit, you know. Literally, there is not a single person alive, I swear to God, who could say that they are 100% happy and content with every single thing they've ever said or done. I didn't like it. I especially didn't like it when people did that to me. Oh, sorry, I'm dropping my plots everywhere. That sounds way worse than it is. So I decided, fuck that, and made sure I didn't ever intentionally cause bad feelings in another human being ever again. And that is honestly the best you can do, the most amazing thing you can do, and truly what makes you a good person. Please give a hug. I'm lonely. Oh, you can get all of the fucking hugs from us, don't you? Well, sorry Tia for speaking for you. All of the hugs from me. Listen, when you come over here to England to get all of your snacks and munch, I'm gonna be giving you all them good hugs. Or if I ever go over to Canada, you're getting all the hugs. I didn't mean to squirt it with water. Okay, I keep on saying we're going to go to Ogden's place and hang out with him for a bit, so we're actually going to do that. I'm not just going to keep saying it and not fulfilling my promises to you, because I'm making you promises and I want to fulfill them. My tired brain is rubbish at formatting sentences today. But may I say that about you, Aaliyah, and I'm not sorry for how I'm going to spell your name, Sky, are so inspiring and genuinely inspire Tia. You're both so kind, and I want to say thank you. It is a pleasure to know you, and 1000% you can have all the hugs. Tia, you are also so kind. Tia, you are like truly one of the most lovely and supportive people I have ever met. I should have brought some fruit in here for you guys or something. Like, genuinely, like, just from the first time I think we ever spoke, you were just like, you're lovely, you're kind, you just immediately offered support and care and compassion and just, oh my God, yes. Wait a minute, let me get this here, so I can feed it to this boy over here. Where did they go? Oh yeah, you all eat meat, because you're bloody... Don't eat my stuff in my thing. Eat this. You genuinely are just such a lovely, compassionate person. It is unreal. And I greatly appreciate you saying these nice things about me, but you better believe them about yourself too. And if you don't, I will fight you in the most loving, supportive way that I can. Never aggression, only support. Ooh, so many of these things around here today. Sky's a nickname for Skylar. Ooh, I never knew that. I love that. That's a great name. through. Calm down. Give me your stuff. Thank you. Listen, I've said it before, and I know, you know, it's often taken as like a little joke, but like, I genuinely would not lie to you. I would not ever deceive you or say things that were untrue. Listen, it's just truly the way that I feel. I think you genuinely are just such a lovely person. And also, same about you, Sky. You just... Listen, if I start talking about too much, I'm gonna get all emotional on you. And you don't want to see that. You want to see the slimes. Oh my god, Rad and Boom. Fucking... I'm gonna get killed. Even if it weren't for the fact that they were angry boys. As soon as I started flying over there, I was like, I shouldn't have gone there. We didn't really lose anything important though, so yeah. We'll go back there in a second. Let me just read chat. Also, once it's safe for me to leave the house, I'm coming to the UK for fizzy lemonade, cheap candy and hugs. You chose it yourself. A very good choice. Incredible. We love it. It does need a finger guns emote. Listen, I'm just gonna have to start making all these emotes, aren't I? Emo showers and slime time. I agree. Fizzy lemonade should be the only kind. I must admit, the first time I ever discovered that not all lemonade was fizzy was when I was watching Torchwood, not Children of Earth, it was Miracle Day, Torchwood Miracle Day, and, okay, this brought me out here for some reason this time instead, and Gwen went to get some stuff from a place so that they could eat that night, and she bought herself a lemonade, and then came back and was like, oh my god, why the fuck is it flat? And one of the Americans was like, what do you mean, why is it flat? Of course it's flat, it's lemonade. And I was like, I'm sorry, the fuck did you just say? Sorry for disrespecting your culture, anyone out there who's American who likes flat lemonade. Y'all were wrong. No. And ew. Zero time. I did not think we'd be needing that command in Slime Rancher, it must be said. But at the same time, it's a good command to have. There we go. I like that I'm slowly learning and remembering where all of these things are. Feelings happen so much and it makes my brain feel like pasta. I feel you, boo. That's a big mood. Just bring this pasta. Who knows words. The lemonade not being fizzy is disrespect. Just spitting facts. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But like, it's so much nicer when it's fizzy, and why would you not? And it's not like it's hard to make or do and harms anyone or anything. It just tastes nicer when it's fizzy. Have a hen. Give me lots. Thank you. Let's go out here now, get some more. Oh, it's daytime outside this time. Oh, that one's dead. Rip. Oh, this is one of the things that I can put into the Ogden machine. I was like, what the fuck is this when I was looking at it? I think, where is an Ogden machine? I genuinely have no idea. I almost just ran off the edge. Up there, up there! Woo! I've never seen one of these before, but I believe that's one of them's. Oh my god, they're all off. Okay, it's fine, don't panic. Panic! Now do we have to dress up for the prom? Sorry, my brain just went fully High School Musical on us. I'm such a pro at this game. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think it's because I had played it before, even if it was many years ago, so I did have some idea of what I was doing. It has been, therefore, somewhat easier for me to get to this point. It wasn't like I was starting from nothing, which is quite useful and nice. Wait, is there a secret way off down here? One of these! I don't have space to open that. I was like, ooh look, one of the things! I can't pick that up. Yeah, I thought that was great. Have we been along this way? I don't think we have. But thank you very much. Also, yes, you can say so, wifey. Wifey, you can say whatever you want. Always. Why? Because wifey. Oh my god, these guys. So eat the fucking hens. Not me. Fly away! See, if you can calm them down, it's a perfectly fine space to be in. It's just that often you can't fucking calm them down. Oh my god, I have no water because I forgot to refill. Well, rip, guys. Oh, get some more chickens. Just like, well, sorry guys, you're on your own. This is completely out of blue, but I was thinking about it in work today. Do you know what a sea twitch is? I don't believe I do. Would you like to enlighten me? Because I would love to learn. I was about to say, don't drop your plots over the edge, I want them. Listen, I always want to learn new and fun things from you guys. You have the best information and all the knowledge. Okay, so there's another portal that I can make my way back with, which I could do, but I'm still exploring. Thank you for the purple fruit. Can I just take the purple fruit? Do I have to give it to Ogden? Couldn't I just steal it? Oh. Kutch. It means hug or cuddle. Oh, give us a kutch. I hope I'm saying that right. Kutch. 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 Maybe? You can tell me if that's wrong. It probably is. Because I am bad at words. Am I saying it right? Oh, I am! It's a Welsh thing! I did presume it was probably a Welsh thing. You know, we love my Welsh wifey. But that's really cool. Thank you for teaching it to me. I will be using it as much as possible in conversation, probably primarily with you. Another one of the things for the Ogden machine. Ogden machine? Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Piss off your bitey ones. Oh wow, there's one up here? I am amazing. I am a jumping god! Okay, hey Blue Slime, how you doing? Honestly, because everything here eats meat, it's probably actually more useful if I just pick up all of the chickens, rather than get some fruit along the way as well, in case I run into any more Phospho Slimes. Like, everything will eat the meat, not everything will eat the fruits. Eat, eat, eat. Please eat, guys. You're already angry enough as it is without them things. Words. Aaliyah could never. you, and you won't eat. Eat. Shit. Listen, make the area nice for me. I insist. Oh great, more angry boys. I don't have any water to blast them away. Also in Frog Stream today, I redeemed make a command, and my command was talk down your own aunt and get the spray bottle. I love it. Also, I should make that point redemption. That's a good one. Frog's amazing. It's very creative, you know? And also, you know, obviously you're never going to, like, actually authorise one that would be derogatory or rude or harmful to anyone, because at the end of the day, they still get to make the command and make sure and approve it. So yeah, that's a great idea. And also, well done with your command choice. I think bloody fabby. Listen, you're bringing the spray bottle everywhere, and I think it's bloody fabulous, because you're getting people to be more supportive of themselves. How did I miss you? Chickens, thank you. Very useful. At this point, I think we have most of these berries. Is that what they are? Kukubada. That's it. But it's just, might as well get as many ports while we're here as we can. So long as I don't die too quickly to these things. Okay, I was going to give you a hen, but then you all jumped in the water. Have a hen. Have a hen. Oh, okay. Well, fuck you. Where? Go away. Go away. Ugh, I lost the plot. I don't know where it went. I don't care that much. I'd rather not die again. I mean, again? What? No, we have not died. Who said again? It wasn't me. Listen, just eat the fucking thing. Eat the damn chicken and leave me be. Quiet. Y'all really do need to be, like, mothered fully, don't you? Can't even recognise when there's food in front of you that maybe you should eat it and stop shouting. Thank you. You can stay. Honestly, new plan. Any mean ones come along? Oh, no, you're the mean one. Come here. Piss off. And you, piss off. Go away. Any mean ones, I'm shooting them into the water. I don't care. Actually, collecting these ports is probably a good idea then. One of the biggest high sellers outside of the hunters. No, outside of the sabres. If I could words. I feel the opposite way, Tia. Wait a minute. Did I miss a message from Tia? When we end up actually talking to each other, I feel like I'll be able to articulate it a bit better. Because now I can hear the pronunciation, I guess. I can't articulate myself. I can't ever articulate myself. I can articulate myself great when I'm typing, but when I try to say words out loud, my brain starts leaking out of my ears. I think when I'm typing, it gives you the chance to like think about it a lot more, whereas when you're talking to someone face to face, you sort of feel the need to just say whatever you think of a lot of the time, or you know, face to face, voice to voice. Face to face, what's that? Haven't seen that in over a year. But then with something like a pronunciation, I think that would probably be like a lot clearer, like voice to voice, you know? It's so easy to type things out phonetically, but my tongue is in the way of my words. Fair enough. I don't know. It's like, I think part of it is, for me, the only other language that I've really properly like tried to learn is some Yoruba, which is, well, obviously I was taught French and Latin at school, but But it's one of the 3 main Nigerian languages. So, well, there's 2 main Nigerian languages. There's Igbo and Yoruba, but there's also Hausa, which is more so used by like the tribes and is used across various areas of Africa, whereas Igbo and Yoruba are solely Nigerian as far as I'm aware. And in schools they actually speak English because, you know, you don't want to have to segregate the schools. So they just teach everything in English, so everyone knows English perfectly, fluently. And for many people it's actually their first language instead of their native language, or like tribal language technically. But as a kid, my dad tried to sort of teach us some Yoruba in a sense. And like, I remember fucking nothing of it, but I also know for a fact I would not have been able to describe the pronunciations to anyone. Ooh, hello. Come here and do me a favour. Eat that. Did you? I feel like whatever I'm doing, I wish I was doing the other. I speak quite quickly and give too much information sometimes. I do sometimes worry that like I go over the top and it's like, hey Aaliyah, your point's being made. Shut up now. And I'm just there going blah 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 blah. You know? I think I did that. Sorry anyone who watches my streams and is just like, Jesus fucking Christ, you should get to your point sometimes, you know? And by sometimes I mean sometimes. Spray bottle is a good threat, because it's not legitimate violence, but it's a bit unpleasant. Yeah. Enough that the person will think twice about being stinky to themselves again. Exactly. And also, you're never doing it because you're like, hey, I disagree with what you've said. I think purple is better than green. You're literally doing it to be like, hey, don't talk down on yourself. You're a good person. My one flex on the UK as a Canadian is knowing how to pronounce Worcestershire. Sorry, for some reason I read that as a completely different word to start with, and then midway through my brain was like, nah, they're just saying Worcestershire. Cool. Ooh, hello. I will steal your chickens. I think we're probably going to leave here soon, but I'm just collecting the last little bits of things that there are. Have we been to this section? I don't think we have. We have not. Octon thing! Yay! Because a friend I had in junior high was Irish, I was not happy with it. I've seen like so many things since like the Americas realised that the pronunciation for that is different to what they thought, which has been like, someone was like, how I'm going to flex in my job interview. What can you bring to the role? Well, I can pronounce Worcestershire correctly. And I'm like, you've got the job, damn it. And I'm like, is it really that weird? I just, yeah. And also, do you guys not have Worcestershire sauce? How do you pronounce that? What do you, is Worcestershire, how, I don't know, because to me, especially because I actually live relatively near Worcester, to me it's always just been like, yeah, no, that's Worcestershire. Also sometimes go semi or non-verbal because autism goes yeah. Sorry, I was trying to get up the thing and I feel like the noises do help me get up there. Is it a placebo effect? Most likely. Will I continue to do it? Maybe. I don't know, man, the only sauce I consume is ketchup. Honestly, ketchup is bloody fabulous. Wait, can I go through? Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so much more to this island that we hadn't explored. I find Worcestershire sauce is really good in like soups or stews. It really adds like a good depth of flavour to them. Also, yeah, I feel like if you're making like a sauce that has different elements in it, you can never go wrong with adding a dash or two of Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, I know, you're mad What of it, boo? You can't get to me. Yeah, heard that too, gravy. Very good on that. Occasional. Ooh, another chicken. Thank you. At this point, I feel like I've been here so long, all of the fruits that we're collecting have just respawned. Because I'm like, wow, there's so many. And I'm like, yeah, it's because you've been here for fucking hours earlier. In-game time, at least. Maybe in real life as well, who knows? Also, thank fuck for this tree here, so I didn't just, you know, die horribly. Something between food aversions and being a basic... Oh, you're a bit funny with sauces. You have sour cream or mayo and nothing else. It must be said, Tia, I'm not a mayo gal. I think it's because, you know, when you're in school and all those weird fake stories are told, there was one that I'm not going to repeat because it's honestly so disgusting, that involved mayo, genital regions, and no, it still makes my skin literally crawl to think about. And therefore, I don't like mayo very much. It's literally just that, like, do you know what I just realised? I was probably trying to collect some of these and couldn't pick them up because I already had 50. Thank you for all the tofu. Yep, you know about it. You know about it, Sky. You're sorry for bringing up mayo. You don't need to be sorry for bringing it up. You have it rarely, but it's the only sauce that you have. Yeah, I tend to try and like mix up my sauces. Now I'm sitting here and I'm like, do I not eat a variety of sauces enough? Sorry, just checking what's left in here. Nothing. Cool. Have some spicy tofu. Was there a chicken there? No, there was not. Yeah, I tend to find I do like an egg mayo or a tuna mayo sandwich. However, I will have it so thinly with mayo, it may as well just be the thing on its own. Like, I essentially use the mayo so it's not quite as dry, and that is it. If I am having bacon, I quite like a little bit of brown sauce with it. And if I am having anything else, I have ketchup. Not obviously anything else. I don't literally have ketchup with every single thing I eat. I used to know someone as a kid who would have like spaghetti bolognese and cover it in fucking ketchup. I ain't like that, but at the same time, I do always have it with like chips and stuff and potato things. Why did I say it like that? Who knows? Not me. House of Stolen Weekends. I don't know about it. No, you don't. I'm not going to say it. And if anyone does, you're fucking getting blocked, banned. Tia, you've got the sword. I eat ketchup and I eat whatever. Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Harvey's gravy. It is when I get poutine there, not KFC gravy. Nasty. Honestly, I only really have gravy with a Sunday roast. Not really otherwise a big gravy person. And also, I remember the first time, I think I was honestly like 16, when I first saw what some Americans refer to as fucking gravy. Get that shit out of here, you fucking white sauce bitches. It's just a white sauce, you've made a roux. You've got a plain roux, essentially. It's just flour and milk. I shall be it. No, you absolutely don't want to. Yeah, no. Tia, we would never blacken your delicate mind with that information. No. I will protect wifey. She cannot. So I need to turn you up because I have so many things, but then I also need to collect from you more. Because guess what? My honey plots are full. Listen, we're gonna make some hella muns. Just trying to get rid of I'm just trying to sort out. Oh, look at the plorts are gathering up by the plort machine. Oh no. Listen, maybe sometimes they need to eat what isn't their favourite food, is what I'm learning. Got mochi? No, okay. What do you want? 2 puddles, oh, that's going to take me a while to get, but yes, I can go get them for you. Also, apologies if this isn't that interesting, watching me for 2 and a bit hours gather up poop. I'm having a lovely time, and you know, just sort of feel like keep going for a little bit longer. I never really have that strong a plan of how long I'm going to stream for. It's usually like, let's try and do at least 2 hours, and then we'll see. But I'm having a nice time. This is a nice fun game. Hope y'all are chill with watching it. Honestly, it doesn't matter whether these guys are up or down. I really just need to collect every plort I can because everything is too full. Is it inefficient to come back here immediately? Yes. Do I care? Not that much. One time I went to a restaurant called Nimrod's and their gravy tasted like fucking fish. I did not like it. I don't care how many video game consoles the game has, it's not worth the weird tasting white and fishy. I don't know how, and I don't really want to ask too many more questions. That, as Tia said earlier, I'll stay blissfully. Oh, I've got too many bloody things in here, haven't I? Because guess what? Feeding you guys too much. Oh, but look at how happy they are. How could I say no to those pretty faces? This right, I'm gonna need to get an incinerator. Guys, I shouldn't have bought all the upgrades for my farms. I made them too efficient. I've got no idea if we're even talking about the same gravy. But there are some acceptable gravy types and some you've just had. Yeah. So yeah, when I say gravy, I mean the brown gravy. I don't know what that white stuff is. That isn't gravy. That is categorically not gravy. I have looked at a recipe for it once before. It is a basic white sauce with nothing else. Honestly, fair. Also, did we lose just a fuck ton of phosphor guys? I swear we had more than this. Like, yeah, some may have gotten out, but I swear we shouldn't have so few now. I might go out and get some more. We'll see. Oh god, I've got too many cute berries in me. Yes, you are allowed to make a dirty joke. Don't worry. I mean, literally, we were talking about me just being overly thirsty earlier. Like, why would I say no? Yeah, you can. Don't worry. Listen, all I'm gonna say is, like, hormones are weird. Sometimes you might be at a point in your cycle where all you want to do is make really inappropriate and flirty jokes with people. Too many fucking cubes in me to pick this up. Oh my boy. Also, you don't even need to be in a cycle. You know what? You do you, as long as it's not detrimental to you, whether it be physically or mentally, and you're not hurting yourself physically or mentally. Bitch, do what you want. As Kat said, wholesome. Wholesome, wholesome. I swear someone just... I did think that was where you were going when you asked if you could make a dirty joke, and we were talking about white gravy. Oh, the most wholesome, obviously. I believe that. Definitely. Listen, that is everyone's goal. You just gotta be real wholesome. Obviously not everyone's. Don't feel like you have to make those sorts of jokes or laugh at those sorts of jokes if you do not want to, if you are not comfortable to. Please don't feel like I'm pressuring you into being like, hey, you can't hang out in my chat if you don't laugh at dirty jokes that we make. That is not the case ever. Just, you know, You do you. Enjoy doing you. And if doing you is being more conservative, fucking go for it. As long as, again, you're not hurting anyone or yourself. As long as you're not standing there being like, all women should wear skirts going down to this length. No, you don't get to tell other people what to do with their bodies. But otherwise, yeah, you do you. Why the fuck would gravy ever be white? Not even pale, it's completely white. It's an American thing. They do it. Biscuits and gravy. I remember the first time someone said that to me, I literally imagined a plate of like custard creams just covered in brown gravy. And they were like, no, like, you know, like biscuits, like the, and I was like, what fucking biscuits have you got that are that big? And then they were like, and then like the white gravy, and I was like, the fuck are you on, mate? That is not a thing. Lo and behold, apparently they consider it to be a thing. I don't. They do. My gravy is paler than me, it's bad. Honestly, fucking same. I agree. You're welcome to just take a picture of me and be like, listen, if your gravy's paler than this bitch, we ain't coming back here. I'm allowed to make that joke, because it's my skin tone. This has such good music. Also, it turns out there is a Slime Rancher 2 coming out in 2022, baby! Which means, even when we have fully completed this game and we have nothing more interesting to do, guess what? Got a new game, haven't we? Oh yeah, B. Did we get the lock upgrade? Oh, we did. Oh, so that's how I can push people back. I didn't realise it. Yes! Slime Rancher 2! I actually found out because one of my friends, I was telling her that like I'd been streaming and I told her the game. And I kid you not, her response was, oh wow, my little brother loves that game. Her brother is like 12. And I was like, oh my god. Shots fired. Oh my god, calling me out? She wasn't actually, but I was just like, oh. Your brother has good taste. I have completely forgotten what slimes they wanted. Was it Rad Slimes? Or was it Boom Slimes? They wanted some puddle slimes, definitely, but I genuinely can't remember the other slimes. Oh my god, I'm wasting all my energy. And my time! Yeah, I know. That brother has good taste in games. I reflect light to the point that it hurts my eyes. I am fucking paper white. Oh, sorry, paper feckin' white. If gravy is paler than me, it is not gravy anymore, and it is probably mouldy. Wow. Listen. Just make sure they want rads. Okay, good thing that I checked. Make sure you wear some good SPF is all I can really say. Oof, you good after that one. I'm still recovering, but you know, we'll get there. I am also paper white, reflective if you will. See, this is the thing about my streams, bringing people together. I mean, there are people who relate to me apparently, but you know, that's fine. People that have to relate to me. Why didn't I use the shortcut that I had at home instead? I forgot I had a shortcut. So here we are, running all the way through. I need rats. We can unlock you, but then we also can't because we wouldn't be able to pick up the slimes we need. That is frustrating. While we're here, we will check for more special chickens. No, you're a normal chicken, dude. You can go. Oh wait, you said that. Me, please. Listen, great minds think alike. That's all it is. Also, did you know that the ending to that phrase, great minds think alike, is yet fools rarely differ? Because I didn't know that till I was like 20 something. Because it's literally saying, yeah, great minds may think alike, but, you know, people who haven't really thought about something will just listen to one piece of information and all think the same thing. And I was like, wait, so... Because people use this phrase to be like, aha, see, I am smart. I had this new thought, and so did someone else. But literally the phrase essentially translates to be just because two people had the same idea doesn't mean it's a good one. And I was like, I has been lied to. How dare they? That hen can go, because I've now got my babies. Tearhawk, we are both reflective. If we stand too close to each other, the light bounces back and forth. The light will bounce back and forth until it creates some sort of cosmic weapon for blinding people. Honestly, you guys are powerful. That's what I'm hearing from that sentence. Powerful. On it. Ballers. In control. Dare I even say, girl boss? Just saying. Also, apologies for assigning people a gender with that saying. It's just a saying. It's a funny saying right now. I should have kept my checks. Yay! Radioactive things that will hurt me. Will any more pop up? Liz? Nope, so I have to keep searching. How fun. That's why we got a social distance. Only using our powers for good. Truly, who knows what would happen if you guys got too close to each other? The world could implode. I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying I heard warnings. Implodings if people get too close. Specifically, y'all fabulous people. I saw you going through that. Lord, don't you dare, I need you! I'm immune to misgendering because I've got no fucking clue what my gender is. You truly are all powerful. Honestly, like, yes. I feel that in my gender scrambled souls. Listen, truly, you guys are going to outlive all of us. Y'all are going to be ruling the world. And I just ask that my benevolent rulers remember that I love them. And, you know... and also that... I can't reach that. And also that... I mean, essentially the only reason that I'm just like, yeah, sure, let's call me a girl is because like my boobs are too big for anyone to accept anything other than that from me. It's like, listen, gender is weird, gender is confusing, gender is fluid, and like, yeah, but you are like a 38 HH cup, Aaliyah, and I'm like, okay, so yeah, we're gonna call you a girl, and I'm like, wow, okay, there we are, I guess. Also, yes, that wasn't a joke. I know I have said before, big boober. Fucking back-breaking. Like, oh my boy. Oh my boy, why? Also, everyone's like, oh yeah, I love a girl with big boobs, and then you show them a girl with anything bigger than like a D cup, and they're like, no, 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 no. I want them to be perky, and I'm like, then you can fuck off. Like, oh no, 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 like, you know, the good looking ones, and I'm like, oh okay, so I have to have a breast lift, apparently then. No, suddenly they're this big, and people don't understand that gravity still fucking works on them. Sorry, I'm going on a boober rant. Can you guys tell that it's been a long day, and Aaliyah's brain is not that? Anybody else's guess as good as mine? Ooh. Ooh, slime door! I don't have another slime key. But we know that there's... Oh, I forgot! In the, mossy forest place, there is an area with a huge hunter cat on the top. If we feed it that, we might get a slime key. Because then we can... I presume the nice music is for this nice place. It seems like it is, because it only started once I came down here. Yeah, and then the music stops when I get here. Interesting. Meh, why not? There's booba, might as well. Yes, gender scrambled breakfast. A staple of the LGBT community. Yes. LGBTQ+, obviously, yeah. I only abbreviated it because there's so many letters to say sometimes. Ugh. And I am already, as we have seen, not good at speaking. Please, I know that you guys are going to say, don't worry, Leah, we already knew this. But just, you know, so I make sure it's always known. If I ever do, just only say, like, LGBT or something. It's never because I'm trying to exclude members of the alphabet mafia. It is purely because I cannot words or read. And I am so fucking tired most of the time. It's never out of her. It's always just that, God, I need a fucking nap. Okay, let's see if this is enough for this guy. Still there? Yes. Oh, you only wanted 2 petal slimes. Perfect. Woo! I didn't really need any of this, but there we go. Gender is weird. Girl can be easier than try. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. It's like, listen, that just, it saves. Also, it's like, okay, yeah, sure, I guess we'll just go with that. I don't have to explain it to my grandma at this point. Yes, this is the black liberalist lefty grandma. But hey, at least it's not the grandma who said that I should just have shock therapy to deal with my mental health issues. Because yes, that is apparently what she, who was a mental health nurse back in the fucking 60s and 70s, literally what they used to just do, just give people electric shock therapy. She was like, why don't you just do that? I'll fix it. And I was like, yeah, they don't do that anymore. I think it's pretty much considered torture in many places. You know, casually. I love that. I don't know what else would be on the menu. LGBT. No, I want them to be defined. Literally, that is what everyone's fucking like. That. Okay, I say everyone. Primarily the men. However, even some like women, men, you know what I mean when I'm giving these short abbreviations rather than explaining stuff. Like, even some of them, primarily those who have smaller booba, are just like, yeah, they stay up. Why don't they just do this? And I'm just like, fuck you and your bloody A cup. No offense to anyone who has small boobs, it is only meant to offend people who essentially tell me that my boobs are weird and I should be able to magically make them fucking hover. Because I can't do that. Hey Thora, how you doing? Cup of sugar for you, Thora, anything. I need 3 of them, can get that for you. Very fucking easy. I'll also get my rad plot for you while you're at it. You go on that booba rad wifey, thank you very much. Another thing I wish they taught us in sex ed, booba don't have only one acceptable shape. Oh my god, this. Yeah, they're like the rest of the body and the way they vary from person to person. Sometimes each different one will have different shapes. Used to be so damn self-conscious about something that, one, doesn't fucking matter, despite what men will try to tell you, and 2, literally is just normal. Exactly, it is a normal part of the fucking human body, and yet, again, primarily due to the male gaze, we have been told that this is the only way that it's acceptable, this is the way it should look. You want 11 fucking phosphors? Oh my god, Thora, what are you doing with them all? Jesus Christ. But also, yeah, as someone who started getting the booba at a young age, but also has always had very large booba for their age, like, gravity started affecting them very early on, and always has, and essentially always fucking will. But it also means that they don't, like, they're not in like this thing, and they're not even in like a teardrop shape. They just like hang the fuck down. Like if there's nothing supporting them, they hang down, because guess what? Gravity do that. And also the idea, I paused it because I'm going to get, listen, this might be TMI, but here you fucking are. You are. I just saw I have a cup. I'm sorry for your struggle, wifey. Hugs. This is the thing. It's not you. It's other A-cup people who are like, what do you mean they don't just, why aren't your boobs like higher up? And I'm like, those are the people that I'm ranting at. Never you, wifey, because you are kind and supportive and would never say that about someone. Why did you not shape like perfect diagram we saw in sex ed? Because that's just a drawing, Skylar. You can't just edit your own tit to be the ideal shape of a fucking scene. Now that I'm 19, I simply do not care. Also, I don't want to have to wear a uncomfortable bra. Honestly, mate, that is the one thing going back to the office, that like, it's at the point where like, even when I go out, like on my Instagram and stuff, and I've like mentioned this, I'm like, unless I want my boobs to look a particular way, you're not going to be seeing a fucking bra on me. It's not going to fucking happen. And I feel like my office might struggle to understand that a bit. Not so because they're like, you have to wear one, but because it's a lot easier to get away with the smaller your boobs are, because again, gravity. Like, when I'm wearing a bra, they will be like, essentially the equivalent of like here. Obviously not actually, but I was like, I don't want to stand up or roll backwards. They would be the equivalent of being here, and without one on, literally end down here. Like, it's very obvious, even when you wear like a bralette, it's very obvious that you're not wearing like proper support. And I don't give a shit anymore. But also, it's like, yeah, another thing that really fucking irked me was like nipple placement. Every diagram has them perfectly centered, and even with like the teardrop thing, they're perfectly in the middle. They're never like slightly skewed to the sides. And I'm like, listen, if you're saying they should be here, mine are like there. He's just vlump. He's just and it's also probably because, yes, the booba does hang a bit that way because they're so big they sort of need to separate. But like, and then you're wandering around, you're like, oh no, I have like these, it almost makes you feel like you've got like deformed tits or something. You haven't. It's just people are dicks and stupid. And guess what? Yeah, I'm talking primarily about men here again. Fucking twats. Well, actually, the issue is they don't have twats technically, but yeah. I know the reason why sex ed doesn't know actual bits and all that, but it would at least be helpful if there was somewhat. Yeah. Fucking nipple. I'm glad someone else is also as frustrated by it as me, and that it's not just me overreacting. It's because gravity takes the booba substance and yoinks it down. Like it does to literally every other thing on the planet, because it's gravity. Yeah. No, I want all the chickens. Piss off. No, you can have them. No, my chickens. Mine. Sorry, I'm just rushing to get these, then I will. I also thought, yeah, I literally thought that, like, they were essentially deformed, and I was like, nope, they're not. Just men are pranks, and the male glaze. The male gaze destroys everything, and unfortunately, it's just too powerful, and we hate it. Rightly so, I believe. I just want a normal fucking. I need 16 phosphors. Oh, I have 16 phosphors. I'm also running low on them at home though, so I want more. Oh, for fuck's sake. Which one of you ate someone else's poop? Listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Stop eating each other's poop. Y'all are nasty. I mean, yes, I'm gathering it up and collecting it, but who needs to worry about that? Also, this is too much to say and I'll shush, but the fucking downstep, it's not too much to say. It is wholeheartedly true. You're literally just discussing your natural body. You're not just being like, hey, I like to do this thing sexually to myself, or did you know I was inspecting my poop the other day and this happened? You're not discussing anything ridiculous. You're literally saying, hey, I'm a human being with body parts. Shockingly, I think that's fine. I know. Crazy, right? You're allowed to have a body and have normal, natural bodily functions. Fucking wild. No, that is genuinely how I just view it. It's like when people are like, oh no, like you can't talk about periods and stuff. I think we talked about this the other day and I was like, nah, fuck that shit. That is, if it is a natural body thing that occurs, you go for it. And also, I know I gave the example of like, hey, I like to do things sexually. Honestly, like, if you are over 18 and you are consenting and being safe as ever, safety is the key thing, fucking you do you. You do it if you're comfortable talking about it. I'm not going to tell you not to. Well, if there are people who we definitely know are under 18 and are feeling uncomfortable by the discussion of sexual habits, etc., reel it in. But otherwise, fucking go for it. Listen, shockingly enough, it's my opinion that, you know, people are people and they can do what they want with their bodies. I know, fucking wild, right? I don't know if that made any... Oh, she didn't want 16, she wanted 11. Well, I gave you more. Also, if anyone does feel that what I've said isn't right and that I should review it, etc., and not discuss such things, let me know. Maybe. We'll see if I do. No, genuinely, I do care what you guys think. And if you are like, whoa, that's a bit too much to talk about, I'll be like, okay, that's understandable. Like, it's society has deemed that is a taboo topic. Also, to be fair, my sister does sometimes watch these streams, so Manny, don't listen to those bits. Well, you can listen to other people saying them. Don't listen to me if I say I like to do those things. That's a bit weird. Sorry. It's so unrealistic. It's so, like, in the diagrams, and it's just like this perfect smooth thing, and everything is like, oh, these proportions, and it's ooh, this, and then I'm like, no, like, what are they? One, labia majora can be fucking any size, and the diagrams make them look so small, so then you have so many people being like, oh no, my labia are too big. Also, the labia minora, fucking, those things, regardless, are just fucking wild all the fucking time, I swear to God. Oh no, you guys are hungry? Have some roosters. I don't want you guys to be hungry. I'm sorry. There we go, they're happy again. Like, fucking, they do be wild, you know. Like, literally, you'll look at, like, the diagram and it's like, oh, there's a little thin strip. And then you look at, like, whether it be your own or whether it be through things you may have found online. I won't say the names, but you all know what it is and stuff. Which, you know, as long as you're an adult, you're consuming it in a not only safe for you, but safe for the people who are producing it way, that's fine. You go ahead and do that if you want to. Shocking, I know. But yeah, always make sure that it is being safely produced and also, like, ethically where possible. Essentially, where possible, get it straight from the source, because, you know, someone who is like an amateur or who's like on OnlyFans is producing it themselves because they want to and because they have chosen to, usually, rather than because they're being coerced or manipulated or stuck in a contract. But again, I recognise it can be hard to find those sorts of availabilities in many cases, because you're like, oh, well, often you have to pay for those, and, you know, just where you can. Do what you can. But, yeah, you look at things on that, and you just either like blah, 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 blah. It's like two random slugs were put together. That's what I was talking about. The labia minora are just like two random weird slugs thrown together that are just very confusing. Also, I'm going to pause because there's so many chats I need to read. The male glaze. Did I say male glaze? Oh, fuck. Yeah, that does literally just sound... Well, we were talking about that gravy earlier. Sounds like that. That's not what it looks like. It's shocking because most people are like, no, it's nasty. I do not acknowledge the existence of a cooch, because guess what? Women / vagina holders, vagina owners, in fact, I'm going to say, are designed to be oppressed and held back, and fucking everything about our society is no. We want these people to, you know, not be treated as equals, essentially. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Ah! I tried to crush a moth and it flew away. As you know, I have a phobia of moths, so I thought I'd get rid of it, but then because of the mic accident, oh, fucking, I'm okay, I'll survive. Oh my gosh, yes, completely. It's maddening how much I do not know about my own body. Yeah, and there's still things that I'm looking at my body and I'm like, wait a minute, that could happen, that's the thing. Did you know, technically, if you have a birthmark on your breast tissue, as a woman, that is immediately counted as a third nipple, whereas as a man, it only is if it has an areola. Even though, you know, I have a birthmark on one of my boobs of a heart. Literally, it sounds like I'm bullshitting. It is a heart. It is heart-shaped. I've even shown it to someone once before. It was my best friend. I was just like, listen, tell me if I'm going fucking crazy or is this a heart? And they were like, holy shit, that is. And I was like, fucking thank you. Technically, considered to be a third nipple. There's no areola, it cannot produce milk in any form, but because I have a vagina... Stupid. Yeah, downstairs area doesn't look like a perfect diagram. It does not look like a drawing. It does not look like that at all. I'm so mad at the diagrams. I agree. Honestly, I think it honestly depends on the situation. If the condo drifts that way, then sure, but I don't think it's something that should be brought up out of the blue. Yeah. That was more what I meant, but that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, if we're like discussing that sort of thing, or we go into that sort of topic, that's fine. Maybe don't just start the stream with that. Just hop in chat and be like, listen, I've found this amazing thing to do in the thing. I personally wouldn't feel super comfortable talking about it, but you won't be opposed to other people sharing their experiences if they'd like to. As always, no one, please, sorry, the moth has come back. I'm going to try and get rid of it, because otherwise this is going to make me scream. Apologies if you just saw my leg. I promise I am also wearing shorts. It's just, they're shorts. But yeah, as ever, I would never want people to also feel pressured like they have to input on something. Like, even this topic now, there are people probably watching this who are like, I don't feel comfortable saying things, but I'm happy to just chill. That's cool. You do not ever need to have to like input or, you know, disclose things about yourself, or even just chat in general if you do not want to. I would always like this to feel like it is a safe space, and if it ever feels like it is not, please tell me so that I can try and make it nice for people. Because all I just want to do is let people have a nice time, you know? These proportions, these bits, these sizes, perfectly symmetrical. Also, always either in black or white or bright pink. Bright pink. Always bright pink. Just randomly, just bright pink. And it's like, okay. Human beings aren't completely mathematically symmetrical. I always thought there were things wrong with me because my face is kind of lopsided. And my feet are marginally different sizes. Same. But that's the way it's meant to be. And actually, studies were done where, like, yes, people whose faces are more symmetrical generally tend to be deemed more traditionally beautiful. However, when you find people whose faces are perfectly symmetrical due to work they've had done to make it that way, or when in some cases they take people's faces and like adjust them in Photoshop, to say it gets to the point of uncanny valley would be putting it mildly. It is absolutely disturbing. Yeah, that's literally just how it is to be a human. Exactly. Free detective. Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. Like, it do be vibing. Oh my god, we have exactly enough to make it to 100. How perfect. Oh no, we don't. Did I? I just can't fucking count, apparently. Which isn't good for someone with a master's degree. Actually, it's perfectly normal. You don't use numbers, you literally just do theoretical things. If you saw a single number in an exam, if anything, you're a bit like, oh shit, this question's going to be hard. How the fuck is a bird mine? I know, right? I'm just there and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? I am a chronic oversharer. Shorts do be short. Dad, I promise that I'm gonna prove it to you. Wait a minute, how far? See? Shorts. Also a little bit of my belly. I hope you enjoyed that. Listen, I'm not letting you think that I ain't wearing. No, it's not that kind of stream. You gotta pay me more for that. If my work ever find this, I have not ever done a stream like that. Don't worry. Piss off HR. I am a chronic oversharer. Yeah, same. Actually, a trait of BPD is oversharing and not understanding like boundaries of sharing information, personal information. Not ever a customer's information work. Fucking, I can hear them already. Well, we found this stream. Fuck off. Yeah, don't worry, you're in good company is all I'll say. See, and wifey as well. Oh, beautiful wife. Oh, so good to meet you. I'm gonna stop blushing at this point. Yeah, you gotta pay extra for the OnlyFans. I mean, you gotta pay for the OnlyFans in the first place. Yes, it's got its own thing. Honestly, I remember I once saw on Twitter like this long thread of things. It was people discussing whether or not it would be possible to truly have like an anonymous OnlyFans. And loads of people were like, oh yeah, absolutely. And so many people were like, no, you will get found by someone you know. It's better to just be open about it. And then one person in the comments was just like, oh no, I have like a completely hidden one that I've had for 3 years now. And suddenly the thread became them giving tips to people. And it was honestly great. It was like, it started off and it was like, one, if you have any distinctive tattoos, sorry, but no. In fact, if you have any tattoos like in visible areas, you're not going to be able to do it, because a huge part of it is, you know, being completely anonymous. And then it was like, you never show your face. I don't know why I'm giving out these tips, like I'm like, yeah guys, this is what you do. Also, yeah, it's why I never could, because I have like, even if we ignore like the dinosaur on my shoulder that maybe wouldn't be seen, I have a witch on one of my legs. I now have a Game Boy Color on the other one. I have text on one of them, a tattoo on my ankle. Like, I can't be hidden. That's not possible. And especially as previously mentioned, because I work in like local government stuff, you wouldn't need trees. Tia, I would never make you pay for it. You get it for free, obviously. Unless you're talking about your own dreams, in which case, listen, I will Photoshop things if you need me to. Obviously, crop them so I don't have to see anything. But like, yeah, it was actually very informative. They're like, yeah, you never show your face. You use an accent that you can very easily maintain. They actually suggested if you are anything other than American, use an American accent. Post specifically in time zones that don't match yours. You can schedule posts if you need to. That was one of the things that made me go, oh god, that's like big brain stuff. Like, just post at a time zone that is completely out of sync with yours, because no one's going to think you're staying up till 2 a.m. to post OnlyFans content to hide from work. I remember I was discussing this with one of my colleagues, who is an absolute sweetheart, and they were jokingly like, Aaliyah, why does it sound like you set up an OnlyFans? And I was like, distinctive tattoos. Which, yes, could be edited out in photos. Videos? I don't have the time to spend 18 hours editing my tattoos out of 5 seconds of video. I can't make meme in Twitch chat but pretend handshake meme with BPD and autism, shaking hands and the oversharing and not understanding what's wrong with it. Either the shaking hands or like the Arnold Schwarzenegger clapping hands from Predator. Honestly, yes. It does. We them. Ooh, there were loads of things in here we could buy, weren't there? Let's get you. We're getting the advanced things. Ooh. I think I need to get the novice things before I can get the advanced ones, so I'm gonna buy the novice apiary. Ooh, teleporters! Oh, and this is literally what we were discussing previously, where you have gadgets that allow you to remotely transfer resources between points. So, you know, when your backpack gets full and you're like, I want to just transfer it back. There we go. A Gordo snare. Ooh! So we can capture a Gordo even if there isn't one naturally occurring in the wild, or if we can't find it naturally in the wild, so we can get the extra slime keys from it. That's very useful. Hydro turret. Oh, okay. That's not that useful, but I guess I'll buy it. I think when you buy all of these things, you then get more things available to find. I can make a bee I can have a bee friend. Med station. Oh, this would be useful in that area where there were loads of the angry boys. Listen, it's big brain time. I am never going to play with that, but sure, I guess. A slime stage. Okay, cool. We're just getting those ones to literally buy up the things and get more. How did I not notice this was here? Actually, that's what we'll do now. We will, because when, oh, so it gives you the things that like the drills pull up. That's very good. Because, you know, we've been going for quite a while. I appreciate, you know, it's getting late for quite a lot of people. Might need to get some dinner. What time is it? 9 o'clock. I should probably eat at some point soon. What I might do is get some of the blue balls that we know are around. Oh, I need more boom ports. Okay. Let's go fetch some boom ports and bring them over here. But then once we've done that, what we'll do is we will try and find some more of those green balls, try and open some of them, and then probably leave it off there. Because I think I remember where some of them are, so we'll have a check for those, pick them up if we see them, and yeah, that seems like a good place to wind down. Get that munch, but also love the stream. Conflicted. I always appreciate your support, wifey. Honestly, if I could eat and stream at the same time, I would, but it's just that, you know, to I have to stop talking and it just feels like awkward silence then, and then I get awkward and then I'm like, oh my god, eat faster, and then I'm like, oh nom 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 nom, and you know. Just quickly though, was there one down here? Oh, it's blue. We don't have. Oh, okay, so we're gonna get upgrades for it at some point as well. A more advanced treasure cracker is required. Treasure quacker. Fun fact, for many years, and still slightly, I couldn't pronounce R's properly. I would pronounce them as W's. I was always very embarrassed by it. I remember once a teacher, when I said, oh, can I have some graph paper, please? And I'm like, graph paper? That became a joke for the next 7 years that I was at that school. It never ended. I was getting boom ports, wasn't I? So I could set up drills. Because if you drill in different areas, I think you're more likely to get different things. So if you drill in like the home base area and stuff, you're more likely to get generic items. But if you drill, oh god, therefore, okay, definitely need to take boom ports then. But if you drill in like the mossy blanket area, you'll get different things. You guys, truly the most dangerous slimes to be around. Oh, hello, Alice! Hello, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Tia gifted you a sub earlier. Lovely Tia. We love you very much. We do. You better believe it. I'm going to tell you every day for the rest of your life. You better believe it. Threatening love. but not in like a fully threatening. You know what aggressively loves someone, but not in like a proper aggressive way, which is, you know, unhealthy and toxic. I hope I'm not doing it in an unhealthy, toxic way, at least. It's lovely to have you here. Yep, you do now have the Lily Poggers. Working on other emotes. Also, huge shout out to Sky, who mentioned that you can use BTTV to just get emotes immediately, because you don't get emote slots on Twitch properly until you reach certain things. So I'm going to look into that. I've never really known anything about BTTV properly. I only recently sort of started to get to grips with it when I was watching on Cam streams and he was using things, and I was like, oh, I should get this extension. But then I also don't know how it properly works on like mobile. If you can use it on that, you probably can. Let's install one of these here, and then we'll put one down somewhere else. Oh no, I didn't mean to put two of them here. I meant to put one of each. Oh my god. It's fine. We'll make another drill. And then what were we going to do? Oh yeah, we were going to go search for the green balls. We're going to go search for those ones that we know where they are, because we know where quite a few of them are, I think. Hello, cat! Oh, it's lovely to have you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, Alice. I'm very happy to hear that. We're just playing some Slime Rancher. We're going for 3 hours now, so we're doing a little bit more, but we're probably starting to wind down a little bit. Not too much, don't worry. You don't have to leave right away. But you know, starting to gather our things together. How many of those did you want? You wanted 4. Our ranch has like expanded extremely since even like just today. We've sort of, you know, suddenly made so many things. I only have 9%, but I wanted to check in now that I finally caught a stream. Thank you so much, Kat. I genuinely appreciate it so much. Don't worry. Protect that phone battery. I hope you're doing well. I hope, like, Cam's stream's still going okay. I'm still getting no notifications. I think I'm going to have to contact Twitch because I keep missing you. I think what it might partially be is people who followed me before I became affiliate, you couldn't send notifications to people. So I think if people followed me before that, once I became affiliate, you have to like go into your settings and authorize the notifications. Like in your Twitch in-app settings, you can usually like click the notifications and turn them on and off for specific channels, which took me ages to find out. And I only found out when I missed 4 of Cam's streams and was then like, why the fuck? And I went, oh, Twitch turned them off. How rude. Considering, like, at the time as well, Cams were the only streams that I consistently watched. Why? It makes no sense. I cannot be bothered with you, Boomplort, right now. Oh, wait a minute. Boomplort means... Did a boom get out? Did one of y'all motherfuckers... Ow. Aggressive. But, no, I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you. Oh, giving me compliments. This is so rare. I never usually get them. Well, no, I do. I get them a lot from stream. Tia and Sky always are just beautiful, lovely. Oh, always saying such nice things. Just in real life, never usually used to them. We're gonna put these in tabbies. But yeah, what we're doing right now is we recently got a code cracker thing. Oh, you already have plenty of these. Wow. Holy moly, for once am I sort of ahead of things? Hello, Ghost! I hope you're doing well, my lovely. I hope... Oh, they sounded hungry. I hope you're doing good. I'm glad that you think my streams have good vibes. Whenever I start a stream, I get an option to edit what the notification says. Well, this is the thing. I think... I don't know. It's that I think it sends it out to desktop users regardless. but I don't know if it does to mobile users. I honestly haven't. Actually, no, because I do get your notifications, Sky. I'm chatting shit. I don't know what I'm on about, honestly. I'm just trying to make excuses for why Kat isn't coming to my streams, other than that she doesn't love me anymore. You know, that's all it is. Oh, you lovelies. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Ghost. I genuinely am very happy to hear that you're doing well. I'm just, you know, I'm vibing. We're halfway through the week. We're more than halfway, in fact. And, you know, getting through it, making them moves. Slowly but surely. Oh, and look at Tia on it with the commands. Earlier on in the stream, oh, okay, so this is just a blueprint for making things. That's not that fun. Earlier on, I showed everyone what all the different commands were, and people were having a lot of fun. Essentially, Tia and Sky were just trying out all the different ones and being like, ooh, and what can I do with this? Ooh, this one does this thing. My favourite would probably still have to be the Halloween countdown. This is very good. You're on your phone. Oh, don't worry, Kat. I know. I love you too. I don't genuinely think that. How could Kat ever be unsupportive? Kat is lovely, always. I will fight anyone who says differently. Right now, I'm ready to throw them hands. Why do I feel like there should be something here? I don't know. Maybe I got it earlier. I think whoever manages Twitch functionality is either on vacation or doesn't exist. Yes, Sky streams. They do. You gonna give yourself that shout out? Yeah, there you go. I was there and I was like, you better be doing it, or else I'm gonna be having to put it in chat for you. You better be giving yourself that shout out, Sky. You deserve it. We don't have grades enough for that one yet. Sneakiest of sneaks. You're not a bad mod. Literally, I don't think anyone aside from maybe Naj knew all the commands. I wasn't even sure of some of them because Naj had added a few. Literally, like, I don't think that I'd done the mod thing before, no, the commands thing before, and told anyone, which I probably should have. I probably should have, once I made you guys mods, told you what the fucking commands were. But I am not big brain. I am small brain. I should be saying sorry to you guys. Oh my god, I'm missing messages. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, people talking so much. It's amazing. I know, right? Only 3 months and 23 days. Oh my god, amazing. Halloween is just the best. I'm sure it'll be easier from next week. Life's been incredibly busy, so you haven't randomly checked the Twitch app like you do when you're less busy. So you haven't been seeing that people are streaming. It's been like you and Dean and Zoe and Nana, which sucks because I always... Oh, I completely understand. Listen, sometimes life gets to be a lot... Like, I understand. I didn't even stream, like, Monday and stuff. I have missed streams here and there. Like, work, family, therapy things, like, there's so many things. Oh wait, the commands not work? Do I not have it set to everyone? Naj only knows all the commands because she made some of them. Same brain cell. So, did it not work? Wait a minute, that didn't... I must not have had the authorization set correctly. I will amend that because mods, you also wholeheartedly should be able to do that. Let me do it now. We're here. I can do the thing. I can do this. Notice how the light on my face is changing so much while I look at different things on the stream? While I'm just loading different pages. This one, commands, options. Oh, everyone should be able to use that one. I'll look into it. I'll look into that after stream. It's getting confusing. Same brain cell. Yeah, no, we should have that one. Brain is large, very large. It's been quite a bunch of things. Work, therapy, doctor's funerals, but I hope you're doing okay. That does sound like a lot. I hope it's not, you know, being too overwhelming, although with all of that stuff, yeah, that sounds like it might have been. As ever, I'm always here if you need to chat, but also as well, if you don't have time to chat, you can just, you know, do what you need to. I'm here for you. I love you. You're fabby. Also, I did love seeing all of the various Bachelorette things. It was very, very good. Very fun. I mean, especially the headband, so stylish. See, this is what they do. They give us things like steam. How lovely. Also, as ever, we should probably collect chickens while we're out. We always seem to be low on chickens. And there are different chickens, well, hens. We have the stony hen. We have the briar hen. We have the hen. You know? So many hens. Yeah. As people are saying, Kat, I hope you're doing okay and you have some time to relax. It's good that you said you had the coming week off though. That'll be nice. You can relax, focus on you, look after yourself, show yourself some love, I hope. Better be showing yourself some love. You deserve it. I'ma throw hands in the most supportive of ways. No, come back here, little chick. Eventually, I've decided to collect the chicks instead of the chickens because there seem to be more of them about. Because everything has already eaten the chickens. Ooh. Oh no. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of conflicting and strenuous emotional things going on all at once. But, you know, not only do I love you, chat loves you. I can say that with absolute certainty. And if they don't, get out of chat! What are you talking about, not loving cat? It's fucking... It's a legal requirement here. Did you not read the rules on the way in? I don't... You saw the dickhead band and straws. Listen, fucking incredible. Loved it. Now apartment renovations start, but I feel like that's more manageable as you won't be working. Yeah. Although also exciting. Well, I say exciting. I know that they also say that like getting work done / moving can be one of the most strenuous and stressful things to go through. Hopefully you'll be able to find the excitement within it rather than just being constantly so stressed. I will be keeping everything crossed that that is the case and that you are able to. Listen, we are exactly as sweet and as lovely as you deserve, which is all of it. All of the kindness. Boom. Have it. Oh, I love how the camera just reacted to my skin tone when I came back into the light. It was just like, whoa, you're as black as night for just a split second. For just split second. I can't wait to pick those up. Should I? Yes. Am I gonna? No. Sorry, Misfit hasn't got through the month. Don't be sorry. Listen, I'm gonna ban that word here. I'm gonna pull a cam. You don't get to say that. You never have to be sorry. You're sorry that you were trying to make sure you knew the commands to mod and to be a productive and kind member of the stream. I mean, even if you don't know the commands and you're not a mod, still a productive and kind member of the stream in my opinion, just saying. Yes, I will fight you on that if you disagree with me. Support fights are the only kind of fights that we allow here. After you yell, get out of the chat, the viewer count dropped by 1. Amazing. Honestly, if they're not going to show love and support for everyone here, do we want them? Methinks no. Like, you've got to show undying support and care. As long as, you know, the person doesn't, like, do a really horrible fucked up thing and not apologise for it or actually seem to take it seriously and stuff. Then we're allowed to say, nah, we redact our love. But otherwise, I mean, I expect people to be showing how much we love and appreciate. How rude of them. I know that. I just can't believe it. Manny, if that was you, we're going to have words after this. For reference, my sister's name is Manny. I wasn't just threatening a random person. Also, I don't think it genuinely was my sister. I don't think my sister's watching this stream. Because I think I forgot to mention I was streaming. Listen, words evade me a lot of the time. Did Cam actually ban the word sorry? No, I don't think so. But you know, whenever someone comes into chat and they're like, oh, I'm sorry I missed this, or I'm sorry I'm late, he's like, stop saying that! And honestly, you know, it's a big mood. Also, we discussed in these streams before having a sorry pot, and whenever I say, oh, thank you so much for the host, goes, oh, lovely so-and-so, oh, can you tell that I don't know how to function as a normal human being a lot of the time and how to say things to people. Thank you, and I appreciate your love and support. But yeah, we joked before. Oh, thank you, Sky. We joked before about having like a box, and every time you say sorry, you have to put 10 pence in it. And I literally was there like, I will be broke within a day. Oh, 4%. Bye, cat. I love you. Don't you worry. I know that your battery's low and you need to head off. You make sure you've got that % in case you have something urgent or important you need to do, please. Please, it's fine. Don't worry. And they don't love cat, they get boxed. Yeah, exactly. Cat came in today and was like, not sorry I'm late. Exactly, you don't have anything to be sorry for. Shockingly enough, I know, again, it's, thank you. You guys are so lovely. Literally, as crazy as it might be, I recognise that people do have lives outside of watching me stream. I know, madness, to consider that someone might have something more important than me. Like, no, genuinely, like, I would never expect people to turn up. No one is ever obliged to turn up, unless it's my birthday, in which case at least one of y'all has to fucking show up. Make a rota if you have to. That was a joke. You don't. Again, like, you are never expected. It is never required of you to do anything. It's just, you know. No more apologize. No more apologies. Only enter the chat like, I have arrived! Exactly. Naj would fill that up by 2 minutes. Yeah. The only reason I'm not saying sorry more is because Sky has conditioned me to the point that I know that they're going to squirt me with a water bottle if a water gun if I say it, and I'm like, I don't want to get sprayed, you know? We love you too, Kat. You have a lovely evening. Hello. Fun things. Take care of yourself. Much love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. When is my birthday? My birthday is the 20th of April. So it's not anytime soon, don't worry. Which is partially why I made the joke. It's like, we're nowhere near it. You're all good. Which I remember, like, as a kid, when I was in school once, they got like this book of birthdays, and when everyone came back from the Easter holiday, they asked everyone to come up who'd had a birthday and told them who else famous person had a birthday that shared with them. And everyone was so excited, and everyone went up there, and I got up there and I gave them my birthday, and they went, oh! And I was just like, oh? And they were like, I think maybe not for this one. And I was like, what do you mean? Everyone else got to know when their birthdays were. Why can't I know my birthday, friend? You're the 3rd of April. Amazing. We love to hear it. You only just saw that she gave us. Tia is fucking wilding on us, and we appreciate it more than words can fucking say. Quantum plots, we haven't found any of those yet. Tia is truly the loveliest of the beans, the most generous of the beans. Oh my god, Tia, you better be getting yourself something nice. You promised me. I expect you to get yourself something nice. But anyway, when I finally got them, essentially one of the other teachers had to be like, oh no, you've done it for all of the other kids, you have to do it for this child. 20th of April. Adolf Hitler. I share my birthday with Adolf Hitler. You are doing something nice, yes, that counts. I am glad. Just something nice for yourself as well, too. You can't always be nice to everyone else. I want to make sure my wifey is looking after herself too, you know? Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to fucking drive to Wales, hijack a car even though I don't know how to drive to Wales, and be like, yo, self-love and appreciation time. Bye-bye, cat. Mwah, mwah. We love you. Yeah. Fun fact, Queen Elizabeth, her birthday is registered as being on the 21st of April. Apparently, she was actually born very early in the morning on the on the 21st of April. She was born on the 20th of April, and it was seen that it would be improper for a member of the royal family to share a birthday with a dictator, so they legally changed it to the 21st. Bitch, I didn't even know you could legally change. In fact, you wanna know what? You can't legally change birthdays, but she's the motherfucking queen, so it was like, here you fucking go. I mean, at the time, yes, she was a princess rather than a queen, and she wasn't technically even in line for the throne, but they still were like, no, we're not even letting a princess fucking share it with him. What a cunt. And I mean, yeah, what a cunt, but also, I'm still here, like, what? And the worst bit was, when they said that in, like, the assembly, so many of us, because we were very young, did not know who he was. I think I was 8, and I think I knew about it because, like, my school before that had taught us about World War I and II, but, like, I didn't. I've just realised there's a warp through here, so we'll use that. For once, I'm actually being somewhat efficient. Yeah, your birthday isn't exactly something you can control. Oh, you're drawing a new avatar! Very nice, Tia. I'm excited to see it. Gonna post that. Surely someone else. You would have thought anyone else would have also had a birthday. Apparently fucking not. Hopefully you're gonna post that in the art Discord on Cam's thing. I hope you will. Because your art is beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. Just like you. And yes, I know I technically haven't seen your face, but you want to know what? As we mentioned earlier, personality, way more beautiful than appearances either way. 1, I know you're going to be fucking stunning. But 2, also, your personality shines through anything. Oh my god, you've got an amazing one. Just so lovely. Oh, just the best. Oh wait, there's way too many of you guys in here now. Damn. This is the thing, collecting the chicks, you never think it's going to make a difference, and then bam, you've got that going. Yeah, your birthday isn't something you can control. You wouldn't think you could legally change it. It's like when you found out you share your moon, sun, and rising astrology signs with Oh my god. I'm sorry for laughing. Oh, you poor thing, Alice. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, that ain't it, Chief. Is what we'll say to that. How dare the world do that? And to you, of all people, oh my boy. You are far from. No. I will fight you on this. This may be our first fight, Tia. Yes, you are. You are. I don't understand. Why are you trying to refuse this? No. You are. Did you not just, for one, did you not just hear me say about how, you know, emotional beauty and personality beauty is more important? Listen, it's, you know, it's a blurry line between Demi and Pan, but, you know, we ride it. One, did you not hear that? And two, either fucking way, you are. I'm sorry, are you holding yourself to the male gaze standards of beauty? Put them in the bin. I say, you're fucking stunning as you are. Lovely, amazing person. This will be our first lovers' quarrel. I thought not. This is reminding me of history class in middle school when my teachers would point out all the blonde students and be like, he would have loved you. Stop, teacher. I am begging you. Oh my god, it's always so awkward when I do that. I think it's very awkward when a teacher does that, but sometimes it can be funny when a fellow student does it. Well, obviously not if it's like, you know, I don't know. It's a weird thing because then students. I think for me. So I'm trying to think how to word it without being like, wait, there's another lager. Oh my god, I thought we got this one. Guys, we need to start storing up chickens. Actually, let's just feed it some of our chickens now. Because, you know, it's the Eurocentric standards of beauty, and it's, you know, for years you've been told, hey, these people are the pretty ones, these ones are the ones you want in the photos on our school's website and stuff, and oh, they have a little beach ball, that's so cute. And it's just sort of, you know, they suddenly have that moment that you've had for ages of, oh god, I really wish I didn't look like this in this situation. You know? And it's just like, haha, a taste of your own medicine. Obviously it's not actually their medicine, and that is primarily a joke. But you know, it's... Hey guys, I was just searching for some more chickens, thanks. But you know, it's one of those things where it's just like, ah, interesting. I'm sorry, it was... How I noticed them, I do not know. But kudos to me for doing it. Low-key glad my hair turned brown so that people wouldn't do that anymore. Yeah, that, I can imagine it is very uncomfortable for children. However, I suppose it's also like when my school, which, let's remember, my school, a fucking weird-ass one, similar to Cam, went to a private school, is similar to Cam, one of the few people of colour there, or not so much few people of colour, there were actually quite a few people of like Western Asian heritage, but not really any like black people. So if anything, it still did feel like you were a bit sort of isolated. But yeah, and you know, you'd be learning about slavery and everyone would fucking look at you and you'd just be like, piss off? Can you not? You know? I'm just like, guys, listen. I don't know if you're looking at me in like, oh god, I'm so sorry we did this to you, are you okay kind of way? Or looking at me in like a, well, why are you guys still mentioning it kind of way? Like, what, is this a supportive look or just a white guilt look? What are we talking about here? Let me prepare for it, let me know how I need to react. You aren't safe from the water pistol either. Mm-hmm. He is a disgrace to Capricorn, Libras and Libras. You respectfully disagree. I has water here as well. Beautiful. It's so uncomfortable when teachers do that, yeah. Teachers. Listen, all I'm going to say is, my sister who is a teacher is doing that. She's getting slapped upside the head. Oh my god, seriously? You still hungry? Okay, I'll go get you some more. Don't worry, I got you, boo. Listen, I'm just impressed by how much you can eat. It's never judgmental of it. I'm just like, whoa, damn, this is someone I want to be friends with. They can eat this much. Sounds like a fun meal out. Love you too. Chickadoos. And we'll put away the stony chicks before we go and feed stuff to the big boy. I like that you reacted as though as though you'd felt the water. Well, you did feel the water. I suppose you were in the water pistol. Of course you felt it. But you know what I mean. Hello, chickens. Don't worry, you're going to a great cause. It's called me exploring. Any chickens through here? No. I also went to school in an area that is 99% white kids, and it was very off when the teacher would instead single out the one POC and say he would have hated you. Yeah. That was also something I think one teacher did. It was like literally I don't think they meant it in a malicious way. They were just talking about how they were trying to demonstrate how he was. Here I am making fucking excuses for it. It's not cool. It's not on. Don't fucking do it. They were just trying to be like, he was so over the top that even the slightest hint of melanin would have, you know, pissed him off. No, actually, it was again about slavery. They were talking about like mixed race kids were still included in like the slaves, even when like they had been not so consensually impregnated by the slave owners, to put it mildly. Anyway, you're gonna. Oh, fuck's sake! Just need a couple more chickens for you. Oh wait a minute. Let's just take some out of the hunters things. Just take, yeah, you can have a bit less. But they were being like, oh yes, even like this with this much paleness. And it's like, okay. Like, oh no, you still would have been included. And I'm like, okay, cool, I get it. Any black at all, but like, bit weird. Especially because like, it was something that to me, I'd always known already, if that makes sense. Like, in the nicest possible way. Yeah, make it seem like a threat. Yeah, that's not good. In the nicest possible way. Like, I remember once when I was, like, talking to my mum and I was like, well, we're black. And she was like, well, you're just as white as you are black, so you could just say that you're white. And I'm like, but I'm not. I am in no way white. In the nicest possible way, Mum, you're wrong. Whoa, wait, what? I didn't even realise that this wasn't just covered in tabbies. We got, oh, this is exciting. But it's like, in truly the nicest possible way that I can put it, I have not benefited from white privilege in the same way as my Caucasian counterparts, because yes, privilege exists. But also, even in like more simple ways, like if you were to meet someone who was just truly fucking a racist piece of shit, they would not look at me and say that I am white. They would not look at me and say that I am just as white as the next person, and that, hey, there's no need to, you know, harass this person because they're mixed race, they're partially white, they're just as white as they are black. No. To them, I am black. You can't say, oh no, but you're just as white. I'm not. Because that is not how I have ever been treated. As upsetting as that may be for my mother to understand. Sorry, Mama. Love you. Oh wait, that's a gold clawed. Piss off. Go away, pogo fruits. Where's the evil things? I'll shoot them, don't you worry. Oh, they were in the water already. Cool. We love that. Makes it easier for us. There was also apparently one substitute supply teacher in like 5th grade, year 6, who decided to start talking about Muslims in a very racist way. Got booted out the next day, as she should have. I mean, she should be booted out the same fucking day, but you know, or they should have done thorough background checks. But you know, they booted her out once they were aware. I'll give them that. What it's worth. Haven't yet decided if that's worth a lot or not yet, but you know. I wasn't there that day, so I genuinely hope it was just kids making up shit. But considering the vibe of people where I live, it wouldn't be surprising. Should have never been hired. Yeah, exactly. So you should never fucking... People like that shouldn't even just be around just being like, oh yeah, my race is better than this, I don't like this person because of this. But unfortunately they are. Unfortunately, you know, all we can try to do is educate them. But... they should, you know, if you're hiring people for a position, essentially a position of power, a position of care, and a position of authority, you should thoroughly check that they're not going to be spouting fucking hatred bullshit. Oh my god, why are there so many of these guys around, constantly making evil slimes? Like, oh my god, just give me a minute to breathe. Ow. So where are we even on the map? Ooh, we're on a special little island all of its own. That's quite nice and interesting. Oh yeah, it's like the one drop rule. Yeah. It's which is, I think, primarily an American thing, which was like, someone was like, oh yeah, but how, you know, how un-black do you have to be before you're considered white again? And like, and before you can be like removed from, ooh, go enjoy your pizza! Enjoy your pizza! Mwah, mwah, mwah. Much love, Sky! Hopefully I'll be able to catch another one of your streams soon. Sky streams, you should all go follow them. Absolutely lovely bean. Muchest love to Sky. Yeah, I believe it was a thing in America where they were like, oh yeah, if there's even a single drop of, you know, at that point still African blood rather than like African American, then they will not be considered white. Whereas I believe in the UK, after essentially loads of people being like, what the fuck is this? It's really confusing. Can you just like make it clearer? They decided upon, ooh, I don't want to feed you my chickens though. Chickens are hard to come by. Okay, do you want to know what? We can go for quite a while. We will search the rest of this place for some more chickens, and then we'll head home. And next time we stream Slime Rancher, thank you very much, Ghost Gift, for doing the shout out. Next time we stream Slime Rancher, we will make sure we gather up enough food to come and feed this big pink Largo. I hope that is okay by people, and if not, it's my stream. If not, it's been coming up on almost 4 hours, so ooh, there's this whole section over here that I haven't been to, it looks like. Boom, 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 bam, 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 sablam, sablow. What up? You want some water? I got it. Honestly, I'm impressed with how skilled I made that look when I was just sort of shooting wildly. Yeah, I think in the UK, because people were like, well, you can't just say that because, you know, birth records might not always be maintained that well and stuff. I believe when it was still like you had to define it to that extent, they said once you got to below 1/64th, which I believe is something like 8 generations away from the original person of colour, which is madness. Ooh, there's the little thing over here. I love the colours when the bad guys explode. I know, right? Sounds perfect. Oh, I'm glad, guys. If you're reading this, you must be a naturally curious person who doesn't mind a little risk now and again. I think if we ever met, we'd get along just fine. Oh, H, honestly. Henry, I believe your name was? Fucking yes. Oh my god, imagine if in Slime Rancher 2, we get to meet the previous owner of our ranch and, you know, be like, hey boo, what's up? Ooh, there's a code cracker in there. We don't have that grade yet, though. And be like, listen, I loved your notes. Amazing. Fabulous. Really cheery. I would quite enjoy that. Let's go down here. Hello. Hello, kitties. What are you guys all doing? Having a little play? Oh, lovely cats. Cats are just the best. Oh my god, I swear in Cam's 24-hour stream, I really hope we get a little Bailey's Cam. Just, well, obviously she wouldn't be on stream for the full 24 hours because you can't see if she moves and stuff. But maybe just when he's setting up, if she's on the sofa, we could just have a little spot on the sofa. Because I love Bailey. I love all cats, to be fair. But also, Bailey's, she just looks up at him with those big eyes, and it's like, I'm still going. Yes, I may still be going. Listen, what can I say? I really fucking love the game. We are winding down, though, it must be said. But you know, you caught us in time to say the I love yous and goodbyes, pretty much. So, I mean, in my opinion, most important part. Oh my god, how is there one here? I just got back here. Where you at? I'm gonna fight you. Oh, it's the other direction. Well, I'll fight it later then. Nope, it was there. Okay, nothing in it. I respect it, baby girl. Thank you. 48-hour stream is approaching soon. It will be this weekend. The 10th to 11th is when Cam is doing a 48-hour VR live stream. I have no idea how our boy is going to manage it. The motion sickness would get me after 5 minutes. Love it when it gets stuck. Also, any mod that's here, you're welcome to put Cam's link in the chat, just so you know. Lolly, if you want to go watch an amazing, lovely, cozy streamer, literally the coziest of vibes, and the person who essentially convinced me to start streaming. Not that, like I said to him, I was going to start streaming and should I do it, but literally just I was like, well, if Cam have a nice community, maybe people will be nice to me, and maybe some of them will want to come and spend time with me. That's essentially where my brain was at. Ah, Ghost, amazing. See, just on it. All of you on it. All of you supportive beings. Doing bits. And I love you for it. Cats are the best. Bailey's his best queen. Oh my god, if I still had Tippy, you would never fucking get him off stream. I would just be holding him in my arms. Tippy was our cat when I was a child. He was like 6 months younger than me, I think, technically. He passed away when he was almost 19. Like, Tippy fucking... Oh my god. That boy was just, you know, here for it. He was trying. He was putting in the work. We appreciate it. But, you know, sometimes it's just, you know, he was very old. Lovely boy, but very old. Why am I stuck on a chicken? Wow, I know, right? Yes, we did have a cat. He was my bestest friend. I miss him. But it's okay. He's in the big cat heaven in the sky. I literally, to such an extent that when he passed away, I was at university, and it was the day of one of my exams that he passed away, and I went into the office, the exam office in the morning, and I was like, I know this is going to sound ridiculous, and you are used to dealing with, you know, a family member passed away, but my cat of 19 years died this morning, and they were like, we'll fill out a special circumstances form. And I was like, thanks. And they were like, just to let you know, if you do have any other pets, I was like, I'm not fucking trying to get out of my exam. Like, no. Generally, we don't do special circumstances for pets. However, you know, given that yours was essentially 20 years old and your entire lifetime, we will allow it. Don't expect this every time. And I was like, honestly, I didn't expect it this time. I was more just sort of letting you know in case I started crying. Good of them though. Oh no, it's okay. Don't you worry. He lived a good life. He had a lot of love, especially his later years. At that point, I was like doing my A-levels, my sisters were both at uni, and he would just spend all of his time lying on my bed, like the king that he was, just receiving, oh well, actually it's fine, just receiving all of the belly rubs. Well, it was very rare he'd let me rub his belly, but when he would, oh, the belly rubs. Why are you down? Oh, silly. My kittens loved trying to be part of Zoom keyboard lessons. If I ever streamed, I don't think I will, it'd be difficult to keep them out of the spotlight. Honestly, if you ever streamed, 1, I will be at every fucking stream I possibly can be, and 2, I think that sounds amazing, having kittens present. Love it. Oh yeah, pets are 100% family, 1000% family, like, wholeheartedly. I was about to say fun fact, but it's not fun in the slightest. After Tippy passed, oh god, I need to collect honey pods. I desperately need to collect the honey pods. Okay. After Tippy passed, we got a dog that my parents rescued from Dogs Trust called Cooper. And unfortunately, because he was a rescue dog, he had various like issues that meant the day after I returned to university for my second year, my parents took him back to Dogs Trust. That, for one, already stung. However, what made it worse was, you know how Tippy passed away on the morning of one of my exams? The evening of my final exam, when I am meant to be celebrating, again, also January exams. I just don't trust Christmas exams at this point, honestly. Get a call. I was about to, head out, do some celebrating with my friends. Woo, exams are done. Although Cooper had gone back to the shelter, my mum still called regularly to check how he was, because essentially it was my dad's choice, not hers, to send him back. Because my dad was like, I'm not fucking doing it anymore. What a twat. Evening of my last exam, should be celebrating, should be enjoying it, get a phone call. Guess who passed away? It was Cooper. I do not trust exam periods anymore. I'm so glad I'm done with them. Never again. How rude. Right now, we have 2 dogs. We have Dottie and Teddy. They are both old. They are both rescues. The one and only positive thing is, I don't have exams anymore. You have finished your pizza. That was a quick eat, Sky. I'm honestly proud of you get that much. I was just talking about my pets dying. Because I'm a fun streamer. Aaliyah, when do you plan to eat food? I will eat food after this, I promise. I promise. What time is it? Oh god, I need to stop it. I need to stop streaming soon. It's just so much fun though. The time has finally come. We have too many okas to feed to the rads. Eat my children. Eat and be merry. Honestly, you guys eat vegetables. You can have the last, please. Oh, there's only one. Well, yeah, the last one. Welcome back. You eat very fast. Yeah. I love that dog with all of my heart. I still... honestly, this is probably the first time I've managed to speak about him without crying in years. And it is mostly because I'm on strength. If I weren't, I would be in tears. I am still, like, blood-boilingly furious at my father about that. Prick. He was a lovely boy. It's also one of the reasons why I now take so many photos of my pets, because I'm like, no, I do not suddenly want to, go away for a week and find that they're not here anymore. So I take all of the photos. I have thousands of photos of my pets. They're not photogenic in the slightest. They are what many would call ugly as fuck. I have them all. All of them. Oh, so cute. Blue teleporter? Guys, look at us making strides, making waves. has seen photos of my pets. They're really cute. I think one of the cutest things about them is when you explain to people, ooh, a blue water depositor. So I presume that the pink one you can only place in one place, you don't get multiple pinks. I presume that from the fact that I have different colour ones appearing now. Ooh, I can get grey as well. Oh, and all these things are done. Okay, we'll sort out these beads. We will put away our things, and then we will end this trip. Oh wait, the beads must go in here. What am I doing? I think one of the things that makes them very cute is the fact that they are, even if pets are ugly, they are very big. It's the fact that they're Chinese crested dogs, which are traditionally hairless. If you've ever seen the live action 101 Dalmatians, Cruella de Vil has a Chinese crested, and it took me essentially until a couple months ago to realise that that's because they're hairless. She doesn't want their fur for anything, they don't have any. That's why that's her dog. And when I realised that, I was like, I am big brain. But because of that, when it's cold, they have to wear pyjamas, because otherwise they get cold. And also, even when it's not cold, if it's sunny, they either have to wear a thin t-shirt or sun cream because they're burn, because they like to sit in the sun like other dogs do, but they can't because of their skin. It's very cute. it's so sweet. Your dog's like an emo star. Honestly, that sounds amazing. Listen, all you need to do is start cosplaying and you're going to be a hit. With one of my dogs, we joke that she looks like a rat, but would I die for her? Absolutely. I do call Miss Dottie a rat a lot of the time. Listen, she is a very pretty little lady, but she is ugly as sin. That's so damn cute. I know. They are the loveliest of pets, and just so much love. I'm gonna get some nice things from you. Thank you very much. And you don't give me more than 3 things. 2 things, please. Ooh, very fun. But yeah, I think, guys, with that, and also with the fact that it is 10 to 10, and I usually try to be in bed around 10. Listen, I'm old. There we go, Dottie and Teddy. Oh yeah, Dottie has one eye. She had a glaucoma and her eye almost ruptured. I will get some food, don't you worry. Definitely gonna eat that munch. Yeah, listen, I've made a promise to you guys. I'm gonna go eat some chili, like chili con carne. That's the plan. Yeah, for both their descriptions, I explained what they were. Dottie usually does run quite cold, so she's usually always in clothes, even if it's not winter. But Teddy boy doesn't like clothes that much, especially because he likes to. Then neither of them are very good at scratching their necks. So Teddy likes to scratch along the floor to scratch his neck. You have the power of commands, Taboo. But yeah, I think with that we're gonna leave it here. Teddy is always naked because he's lovely. Lovely naked boy. It's rare that he's not. It's usually colder weather that he's not. But I love them so much. And I love you guys. Y'all are so lovely and kind and supportive, and I cannot thank you enough for being here. You guys. Look at that. Did you see that smooth change? Also, I've suddenly just noticed that we're over the follow thing. I need to adjust that. Oh, I'm so confused but happy. Oh, I love you too, dear. But genuinely, I cannot thank you guys enough for being here. It means a lot that y'all wanna chill and hang out with me for 4 hours playing a game about collecting poop. Yeah, I hope you all have a lovely evening, or day, night, ghost for you a morning, technically. I really hope you get some sleep as well. But yeah, you've been fabulous, as ever. And as ever, I hope you know that I wholeheartedly care about you and appreciate you. And, you know, I'll catch you next time. I'm glad you're going to try and get some sleep, Ghost. Next stream will be Friday evening. We'll be playing a spoopy game. Do I know what yet? No, because we have some options. Ooh. I know, right? Look at me with multiple game options. Ah, amazing. Oh. But yeah, I hope you guys have just the best time until I see you again. You're fabby. Sleep, food, self-care, or else. Listen, Sky said it, not me. They've got the water pistol and trust me, it can reach anywhere in the world. And with that, I shall give you kisses. Maybe I'll have painted my other hand by next time we stream. Who knows? Much love, my dears. Bye bye.